Welcome, adventurers from this plane and beyond, to a special Camaraderie and Shenanigans.
So special.
So special, you couldn't even view it. It would hurt your eyes.
I like that you're looking at the camera to say that.
Yeah. It's habit. It is habit.
Don't break that habit.
I love that about
Habit.
you.
I'm 100% really tempted to just have the
Put your
bird up
pants
the
back on,
entire
dude.
time.
Middle finger the whole way
TikTok will
through.
know.
Yeah, that's true. I don't care about TikTok.
We were experiencing some camera technical difficulties, so we are going to be a special podcast episode today. Nonetheless, we will have all the same amount of camaraderie, same amount of shenanigans, same excitement, same story. It's going to be a blast. Just a few quick announcements. Yes, cameras are down. Not that you can see currently, but also Lauren is not present at the table at the moment. She will be running late. She should be showing up here around... Well, time's not a thing for you guys. So
Another hour.
Yeah, another hour or
take.
so. So she will be joining us hopefully soon. That being said, I don't think we have any further announcements. So...
And Shenanigans!
With that being
And
said-
Camaraderie! And podcasts!
And technical difficulties.
Zach's had so much on his brain recently. I would like you all to sit back, relax, please. Grab a snack and get ready for camaraderie. And
Get
shenanigans!
that intro.
We'll get there. What have you done? I didn't realize
Why
there was
did I
another...
let Dominic be in charge?
I didn't know that was my first time doing the title sequence.
He'll get there. He'll get there.
I don't like relinquishing power.
Not you, Daniel.
Oh, let's take a deep breath.
And shenanigans.
We are all audio today.
And die?
Previously, on our group's adventure, you had found yourselves wading into the frozen depths of the frost wilds. Upon an extensive flight on a fearstalker's back through the frigid skies, eventually having to make rest, as Kindless did, run out of these polymorphs. Resting and recuperating some strength, you were quickly surrounded by members of the Ringing Spears. Guards, warriors, militia of Nekrovska. One of them immediately recognizing Wolfgang, reaching out with a warrior's handshake. They took a bit of space from the rest of the group heading into the forest, and Wolfgang asked him a few questions. The group later on learning of Gregor's activities since Wolfgang's departure from his hometown. How he seems to be cultivating power, blowing up the mines nearby in the hopes of pulling out something of value from underneath. And having spent a lot of time at an abandoned temple dedicated to Uppenthal that used to house his previous champion. The group, gathering together, head to the ramshackle base of operations where civilians and militia call this space home, in deep in the ruins of some frost giant lost civilization. Ascending up a tower, you all got to meet Anya, Wolfgang's mother. And interacting with her, learn some more major details of the things going on, looking over the battle maps and the threats that seem to be facing you. Certain shadow beasts and shadow creatures plaguing the northern space of this region. Deciding to slow down and maybe take the evening for yourself, Anya had requested the professor and any of those else interested to look into some of the giant ruins nearby. These 25-foot tall metal doors that they could not seem to open. With a bit of collaborating back and forth and some drinks had with the rest of the team, the group was able to convince Kylus to teleport inside, where he started taking quite a bit of damage. Transforming into his fierce stalker shape, he blasts down the doors, creating open access for everyone else to get inside, but not before the rest of the militia at hand recognized his form as the mount that Gregor rode, or at least a beast of similar design and shape. With curiosity taking the better of them, Bartolomeu, Wolfgang, and the professor decided to dive a little deeper into these ruins. Traveling further down, you saw markings and designs across this extended hallway depicting some sort of event that maybe transpired some time ago. Inching ever closer, eventually Bartolomeu, getting a little spooked by Ranguin being in his mind, decided to vacate the premises, while also being a little bit hammered.
You played a really good drunk guy.
Thank you.
It was very clear he was hammered.
Thank you.
For someone that's
like you've
never
been there.
had that experience.
Never once. I didn't take a shot before this. The professor and Wolfgang decides to dive even further into these ruins, coming up to some more doors, not nearly as tall and not made of metal, but depicting 2 more frost giants, with their focus centering in on where the center door divided. Not really sure how to get in necessarily, and seeing that the path continued, you decided to keep traveling forward.
We also got the feeling that the cold source was emanating from
It
behind
did,
the door.
yes,
Right.
you are correct, thank you. The cold was getting more intense behind that door. Further embracing this frost and diving into these ruins even further, you came across collapsed tunnelway, and with Wolfgang's new weapon, the Demolisher, busted a way through. And climbing through this hole, a few pebbles started falling from above as a creature of large mass and size, a centipede-like frozen beast, looked down above you with these beady eyes reflecting off the little bit of light that you had present from your spell. These massive pincers roaring open with rows of teeth inside, antennas folding backwards, and these sharp red spines traveling down in parallel down its back. Multiple legs spindling out and forward. This creature you did not notice in advance.
Do the sound.
Wait, what does it sound like, Dom?
There it is.
Do you have your mini up there?
I do.
Begins to, with a surprise
His spear is
round.
broken.
Oh, bummer.
Is it an adult size?
It is adult.
I was like, oh, sweet.
Begins to descend downwards. Now, with the height that it's
Go
at,
right into it. Okay.
oh, we're going right into it. With the height that it's at, it cannot get to you and make an attack, but it does close the distance, skittering down the side of the wall, sliding against some of the frost, and whipping right in front of you with its massive jaw. Immediately, as it closes the distance, you can feel the heat radiating off of this creature's body. Your skin was burning before from the frost. This burn is going to be a lot different. Wolfgang? Wolfgang!
I obviously see it. Let's get the fuck out of here.
Are we running or fighting?
We're running.
We're running.
We're doing a little bit of
We're doing a little bit of both.
Okay,
technically.
keep in mind, if you use your action to do anything besides dash, he will gain.
He ain't gonna get shit.
All right,
Nope.
you begin to run.
Let me just make sure
I'm
that
gonna
this
gain
works.
nothing but the upper hand.
Beautiful.
As you guys run, you will be breaking its melee range because it did close the distance. So it does get a reaction attack.
Cunning action dodged, I think.
You are not a rogue.
Alright, I'll
It only gets an attack on one of
It only gets an
us,
attack on
right?
one of you. It only has
Okay.
one reaction.
Who's it going
I am going to roll out in the open a d4.
Evens.
Even. Oh, even. Okay, you called it. Even odds.
Oh my god! That's the one that can't die!
What have you done to me? Going for the professor.
Oh my God. Do it. Do it.
13 to hit.
Miss.
I rolled a 2. Misses.
Plus 11.
As these massive jaws clamp down, you feel the lick of what should have been flames, but it's steam emanating out of this creature's gullet. And you're just like, big nope, we're out! And you begin to run away from this creature. We're going to go into some constitution saving throws to see if it gains
So
speed on you.
before the run starts, can I
Sure.
describe how this first round is going to go for
Yeah,
me?
absolutely.
Okay.
And
So
then I'll have something too.
so it's gonna. Or
You guys thought about this?
do you want to go first and then I'll go, or
Doesn't matter.
I will say he
First
kind of
round.
like gets away before you, and then this Remoraz ends up trying to lock its jaws on you. So how do you jump out of this space?
I jump out of the space.
Okay.
And then as I start to book, smack my hand to my chest, and my knight is summoned behind me and turns
Bartolomeo appearing in all of his shining glory.
and charges at the monster.
Wait, your summoned knight has always looked like Bartolomeo?
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's funny.
I thought you recognized it because he described like the blonde hair flowing out from under the
Oh
helmet.
no,
and
I just
stuff.
like the hot guy.
Oh yeah.
Hey, let's not delay.
Yeah, and then I go 80 feet
Boom.
because I
Running.
action dash. Because I
would
can
you like to
go 80 feet now because I love that feat that I took that I don't remember the name of.
Mobile?
Mobile.
No, resilient. I think resilient.
Dex?
Really, it
Yeah.
wouldn't give you.
It doesn't give you increased movement speed.
Well, why did I get 10 more?
What's
feet
your
than-
movement speed at?
40.
It might have been altered from a long strider effect.
Yeah.
Oh, that might be it. I think you cast long strider on people before they
I
went
You
down.
definitely gave him.
I've never once. I changed my walking speed.
If you tap on your walking speed,
It'll
it
show you where you're
it should-
gaining all your
it should
bonuses from.
Show you where you.
Because
Oh,
you have
that's
enhanced
cool.
ability intelligence
Yes.
on you right now.
Yeah.
I have burned 2 long striders this long rest.
Okay.
On what?
Oh, you touched it.
I could not say. I don't recall.
So it clamps down.
Shink.
I back out. I move back, and I'm just nope. Please kindly fuck off. And I'm gonna take the sword out, and it's gonna start glowing as I activate my sigil, and I'm gonna stab towards it.
Okay.
And this time, instead of a just a beam coming out, because I'm using the Viper Bite, the energy is going to come out as a snake.
Okay.
And I'm going to cast Disintegrate at it.
Disintegrate.
Well, I would feel that.
Where am I getting it? Because I know I've never actually changed.
Oh, yes, that's
walking
true.
speed.
Nessa, you would
I didn't
feel
think
the
that
burn
would
in your
go on.
chest. Which we will come to that maybe in a moment.
Yeah.
Dexterity saving throw, correct?
Like I
Yes.
said, this 40
Bad. 5.
on my
Fails.
Roll that damage. 40 plus, what is it, 60, 10?
It's like 10d6.
10d6?
It's a class.
Almost the same thing.
Maybe.
Almost.
Yeah, 10d6.
I'd say go with it
What is it?
until you figure out what it. We don't know.
Huh.
It's not resilient.
Maybe your subclass is your peerless athlete kind
Oh
of
no,
thing?
it's my aura.
Oh, your aura. increases your
Oh,
movement speed.
yes, yes,
I,
yes.
I got a new.
Mhm.
So cool.
My aura.
Yeah.
Who's dice?
Because it's
Oh,
anyone who
well,
starts their turn within 10 feet of you.
Within 5 feet of
Or
me.
5 feet of you.
So,
Including
Gains-
yourself.
including myself. So yeah, Daniel, your movement speed was also up by 10
Oh, sweet.
Yeah.
since we started next to each other.
Now keep in mind, Chase doesn't entirely calculate your speed. It's more a sequence of events that's dictating things that get in your way of the run and the chase.
This thing is going to eat 78 points of damage to the face.
I took 2 levels of paladin,
To the
and this was supposed
face.
to happen on level 7, and that's why it's
yeah,
so
yeah.
good to me.
Gotcha.
Mhm.
Because it's a 7th.
78 you said?
Drop
Yes.
Barbarian.
Yeah,
As
drop
the-
barbarian took, yeah, okay.
As this energy snake just lashes out and just
It reels back, steam just emanating out into the space and almost immediately crystallizing and ting, falling on the ground as like glass ice.
and then actually I'm gonna to stay within how close of you?
I think.
You have to
You gotta
start,
run
you have to
next
start
to
your
that
turn
thing.
at
He's
least.
dashing and you're not.
I know. So
Keep in mind, we're not really taking this as rounds anymore. We're going into chase sequence rules now. This
Okay.
isn't initiative.
So
We're going a minute at a time here.
okay. So after that, if you feel I need to, if I need to action surge to catch up with him,
Sure.
so
Are
that way
you-
I can stay within his space.
Yeah. Again, it's going to be a lot of different things invoking how well you're able to keep up. We don't have to keep it calculated exactly at how many feet we're progressing.
Okay.
Because otherwise, Chase just gets way too many things to
Yeah.
We might as well be an initiative at that point if we're calculating like.
But
those
you
types
did
of things.
essentially move out of its melee range. Is
Yeah.
that correct?
Yeah, because
Yeah.
it tried to bite down and it totally missed.
Yeah. So okay.
That's like
All right.
Yeah.
Yeah, we're not really in initiative, so we won't be going that fine of a detail.
Okay.
We'll use those mechanics mainly for like when we're in combat.
Gotcha.
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah.
Um,
But I hit it with that disintegrate, and now I'm piecing the book out.
You guys book it, curving around the hallway, kind of sliding it a bit on some of the ice, and as you run through, it sliding against it, collides into some of the wall. You guys see the rubble ahead of you and you're going to have to squeeze through a bit of that. It's not completely cleared, so I'm going to need either athletics or acrobatics checks from you. You guys get to choose.
As we're running,
Nice.
I'm gonna.
I'm surprised he slipped.
Yeah,
This is them either like busting through some of it or using their agility to leap over.
As we're running, I'm going to. Regwin, large beast, chasing after us. We're coming back. Ah!
Okay.
So I have the Demolisher in my hand still.
Mhm.
I imagine I, at this point, will have pulled my shield.
Mhm.
It's always kind of just... So now I got my shield out. And then I'm going to, using my shield and the Demolisher, try to smash my way through the rubble.
We're going full flavor here.
Yeah.
This is how you're utilizing your athletics here.
Yes. Which means I get advantage.
No, it's pure flavor.
But that was really cool.
What would you like to do? Athletics
So
or
I get
acrobatics?
plus
Athletics. I'm gonna kind of follow suit with him. I'm
I
gonna
have
take the
my
shield out and
athletics,
just
which is
brace
0.
and push forward.
Colliding into it. All right.
15.
15 is the DC. You get past.
Natural 20.
Oh, yeah, boy.
How many natural 20s does Daniel roll?
I don't know. We're gonna find out though. Yeah, you guys both expertly busting through that space, shooting rocks flying across, just shattering across the wall. This Remorask snaking after you goes to bust through this space as well. Let's see if he loses any ground. And you guys gain some distance.
I hate to be that guy.
Natural 20.
But it can burrow through solid rock.
It can. Yeah, but it's not burrowing currently. Natural 20. Busting through as well. I now need Constitution saving throws to see if you're getting winded or not.
Is he within 10 feet?
I would say yes, especially with a natural
Yeah.
20, you're keeping pace, no problem.
Fantastic. You said con save?
Con save.
+3 on yours, baby.
Sweet.
Natural 1.
Oh god, that's a
that do anything?
9.
Or no, I don't think I can... I mean, it doesn't have anything.
12 does
Yes, I don't
pass. Natural 1 does not, unfortunately. You take 1 point of exhaustion. The Remoraz also takes a point of exhaustion.
Oh, okay. Was it not 20?
No. Natural 20 on that, my athletics check.
Oh,
I
oh,
rolled
okay.
a 2 plus 5.
Oh, thank God.
That's my second 2 now.
No, not that.
Keep that dice.
Professor, you begin to gain a lot of distance, and you're noticing Wolfgang is kind of, and he kind of slips a bit on ice, kind of catching himself. But the Remoraz also seems to not be handling the icy space as moving this quickly. It seems to be struggling as well, but it's keeping pace with.
Gonna kind of look
Wolfgang.
back and Wolfgang, now is the time to get it together.
Yeah, I will.
Cutting away real quick to up above. Rangwin, you are all just kind of chilling there, waiting. You feel in your chest. Nesta, your sigil burning, and Rangwin kind of. Guys, they seem to be fighting something, running from, and he's screaming. She like gets weapons ready. We should prepare, maybe.
They're quite strong. I'm sure they can handle this by themselves.
You prick!
I'm going to keep looking through the eyes of my manifested mind so that I can give warning when they're 300 feet away.
Okay. You guys continue to run, booking past that door that you had previously stopped at, feeling that bit of cold kind of sting your face. The adrenaline's pumping through. It doesn't matter right now. You do take some damage since you've been spending some time down here. It's only going to be 2 this time.
The proximity to the Remoraz doesn't cancel it out?
Nope. 11 points of cold damage.
Hug the Remoraz for warmth.
Just right its underbelly.
Yeah.
They'll never know I'm
right
here.
to the top.
11 points, you said?
11 points.
I'm not good.
What are you at?
I'm at 33.
40.
All right.
You guys are doing great.
You all
Run.
continue running.
More
We're
health
gonna
than
do,
Frogman.
as you guys kind of curve around that corner, Frogman, you immediately see them coming through, running along. The professor's gaining ahead of Wolfgang. Wolfgang kind of is trudging behind and then sliding into frame. 20 feet long and maybe almost 10 feet wide is this massive beast of a creature.
Oh, fuck. T-minus 30 seconds.
You haven't seen it yet. He's seen it through his...
30 seconds,
Oh my
guys.
God.
She's imagining.
My heart did that.
She's right there.
I'm gonna start sprinting in.
All right, you run on in.
No!
Well, yeah. So I'm gonna action long strider myself,
Okay.
and then start sprinting in.
How close is it to us?
You don't see anything yet.
Okay.
He's seen it through his manifested mind.
Gotcha.
Frognan, you do take 7 points.
I do tell you about 30 seconds away.
You take 7 points of cold damage. Please make me a Constitution saving throw.
Yeah.
Can I get another round of Constitution saving throws from you guys?
12. Is that
You're
for
fine.
concentration?
Yeah, for enhanceability.
Okay, yeah.
It's a con save, eh?
Whew, a natural 20.
Again?
Yep.
Jesus. That is a 18 for me.
18, you succeed.
Remember when I said keep that dice?
Yeah, you did. That's also the third natural 20 I've rolled on this.
I'm gonna channel my divinity for Peerless Athlete, but doesn't affect con save. Anyways. 25.
25, you succeed, no problem. You're not gaining any points of exhaustion, but you're not losing them either. You guys continue to push forward. You feel that sting of the ice kind of coalescing inside of your chest. All the air you're breathing is digging and scraping against the interior of your lungs. Pushing through, you come out of that doorway, passing Frognan's manifested mind, which is his father now.
We still need to go up the stairs, right?
Yes, you do. You guys burst into the cylindrical interior and start climbing up those stairs as fast as you possibly can. I need athletics checks or acrobatics checks.
I'll do athletics.
Advantage.
And as we're
At advantage because you have.
as we're approaching the
Well,
stairs, I'm
strong
going to
boys.
Ringwood. We're approaching the stairs. We're about to come up.
Yeah, at this point, Frognan, you're hearing the commotion down below. The Rimmerez is moving incredibly fast and very loud.
Yeah.
19.
23.
baby.
Okay, I was like 32. Holy
32.
32. 23.
19.
19. You both make it through just fine. You're expertly just vaulting over these steps that were designed for giants. The Remeras will now make its check with a. That's a 27. Yeah, just begins to climb drastically up these, just snaking and coiling around, gnashing at the back of your heels, Wolfgang. And you feel the sting of that heat kind of come underneath the plates of your armor. You can see them now curling around that edge.
How many feet away?
By this point, maybe 50
Okay.
feet down.
Do I get a turn? Or an action?
Sure, I'll allow it.
Okay. He's the one that's most in danger.
He's the one closest to the Remeras, yes.
I'm gonna
The
vortex.
professor has like a solid distance.
I'm gonna vortex warp him to the entrance.
You are teleported out of reach. The Remeras is gonna look. Oh, okay.
Like you summoned your knight and then we just kind of left him behind.
Well, he was supposed to attack the Remeras.
He's back there punching the ground. I failed you, Wolfgang. I'm sorry.
What have I done? Your glory and riches. You both branch out of the top. You just teleported completely out. You hop up to the top and just keep running. I forgot your name, Frognan. For like I was like, Professor Wolfgang, Frognan, fuck. You notice the Remeras kind of begins to
Good. Good. Didn't want to deal with that.
slide back down, climbing along the interior of the wall and snakes its way back down, heading back to where it came.
Damn.
I'm full sprinting out until I clear the door.
Yeah, poof, you busted out.
Wolfgang's kind of like panting, hands on his knees.
That music was so cool.
It's victory music.
That was amazing.
You made it out.
Oh, you're really happy about that.
It was
Honestly,
good.
I'm loving this app.
It's fun. I like it. Oh gods. Oh.
Who's around us? Is it a bunch of people?
It's pretty much everyone who was there before. Bartholomew's up there still, sobering up at this point.
This was a terrible idea. I'm sorry.
Are you all right?
Oh,
Healing?
Yes, please.
Okay.
I lay on hands myself.
was it the spirit?
Healing word.
No, it was a giant worm snake creature.
Would I
With
know what a
million
river has
legs
is?
and giant teeth.
Roll a history or nature check.
It was terrible.
You still have advantage.
Yeah.
Oh man.
I see one of those die.
That's only a 11.
11. No, you didn't spend a lot of time in frosted environments. So you never really came across it in any books.
Would I
either.
have known what it was?
Go ahead and roll a history or nature check, just because you're native here.
24 on a history
24.
check.
This is a fucking memorize.
Okay, in that case, I said exactly what I said. Anyways,
Yeah.
didn't go into details.
Yes.
Oh, well.
Maybe adventuring further down there is not the best idea.
No.
For this night, another night.
For tonight, and not for
We found
2 people.
a door with cold behind it, I think.
Yes, it
Wow,
seems
cold?
Just like this one up here.
Yeah, as I said that, I realize it does not as
There were
impactful
ancient-
as it sounds, but
giant scriptures that depicted something sealed away and having to do with a blood moon or a red moon, which was depicted down there behind this door. And, well, judging that thing only chased us out up until we got up the stairs and then slinked back in.
to be fair, we did antagonize it by busting a hole in its lair.
You
But
did
it-
what?
Well, you know that weapon I got yesterday, the day before, something like that. This weapon.
Yeah, it's only been a day.
Yeah,
Hasn't
it,
even been
it, it breaks rocks pretty
Oh, that's
nicely.
the one.
Yeah, because they rested up. Yeah.
Well, that's useful, I suppose, in
was for
certain
research.
situations.
It
but-
was for research. I was doing the professor a favor.
So we can really do like anything under the guise of research then, right?
No.
Do not
No.
insult academia like this.
I mean, I could do some research
Please
if I
do
needed to.
not.
I mean, that's how I've always done research. I say, poor man's research right there,
Yes.
right?
I'm gonna
I-
need to see what happens after I finish this bottle for research.
I-
We don't need to conform to this elitism.
Perhaps in the future we check in with the group before instigating research of that
Well, we
nature?
thought we were down there. It doesn't make sense. And, we had my
You can
friend
communicate
here-
with Ringwin. You
We
could have
could.
sent a message.
We
you know.
did.
Before or after you
She
knocked
said
out
you
the
were
hole?
screaming.
Well, we established a connection on our way. We're like, hey, we're going to go into this
Yes,
place.
but did
and
you
so-
say, I'm about to do something stupid?
It didn't seem stupid in the moment.
For research.
Okay. No, that's fine. You're alive, thank God. I need a drink.
Second.
I can get behind that.
Gotta run out of booze with
What
you.
made
lot.
you,
You know
Why
what
did
you're
you
signing
leave?
up for.
what did you run?
Fair enough.
There are voices in my head.
What kind of voices?
Spooky voices.
Penguin.
She's just like, I have no idea what you're talking about.
Inside check.
Okay.
Tactical assessment.
Okay.
Damn it, natural 1.
My brother.
The dice giveth, the dice taketh away.
And I'll spend the dice.
He's like, man. Well, no, because do they? Oh, I guess they do.
I
Yeah.
called it.
Yeah, that's true. That's fair.
It's different if I'm using it for something
For
that
like combat,
yeah.
yeah, it doesn't get burnt during those.
Yeah.
Okay.
What time do you think it is?
Professor, you know acutely that it is nearing midnight.
It's about it's rather late. It's midnight.
Yes, it is.
Are we leaving these doors wide open for that thing to come out and
Well, it seems to only be guarding something. Again, if it wanted to,
We'd be fighting it now
it would just come out
if
and
it wanted
do so.
a piece of
Well, who's in charge of protection here?
That would be me.
this beautiful, ugly
Wait.
Santa.
He sways a bit.
Oh, I feel safe.
fine form? Fine form.
No, this is normal.
Oh, that's
I'm at my
encouraging.
best.
Um,
Crystal clear mind.
Should we get someone competent on this, like the Nightingales?
yeah. What about his mother? Should we get her to protect him for the
No,
night?
it's perfectly fine. I have things under control.
You have other men who will watch it?
Yes.
You ran out of there because you heard spooky voices in your mind.
Have you heard spooky voices in your mind?
That is
Actually,
a very
yeah, I
loaded
have.
question with him.
I feel like it's a loaded question with all of us, really.
I have.
So you know.
Yeah, we know. We're cool with it.
Yeah, alright, cool.
Wait, I haven't.
Yes, you have.
Come on.
How have you not?
At some point.
with us?
No, I think the spookiest I've heard in my mind has been Rengwin.
Yeah,
That's not
but
that bad.
That's what we're saying. She's the spooky.
Anyways.
Anyway.
I actually haven't had Rangoon in my mind. That's weird now.
Oh no. Who's
Do
in
you
your
feel-
mind?
Do you feel left out?
What
Little bit.
voices
I'm going
are
to
you
bed.
hearing in your mind then?
Yeah, whose
Oh,
voices
it's
are
not
you, were you
Wrangling.
hearing then?
My own inner monologue.
Uh-huh.
Quite spooky.
Oh, it's been going on for ages, I assume.
At that, Wolfgang kind of stares at you. Anyone else's?
Just myself, you know.
Basically, he's a witch.
Pretty much.
No, it's a metaphorical
I
phrase.
mean, I'm a witch too now, so.
Speaking of that, don't you have to get naked tomorrow?
For my religion thing, it's like
We're all getting naked.
It's complicated. We will all get naked.
Color be curious.
We will. It might be.
it's
But Tulip knew.
That's not. No.
It was close. You can work on the accent though. You can just call me Bart.
From you.
No. Sounds like the cry of a cat.
More like
But,
number 151.
Did you encounter anything like what we described in the ruins that you investigated, where you found that orb that gave you the...
No, ours were pretty quiet. An occasional trap here and there, but nothing we weren't able to outmaneuver.
And Wolfgang, you said this is called a Rimmerhas.
No.
It's true, he didn't. He got the intelligence check and then didn't change what he said.
Oh, I thought you just said that
No,
to
no.
Bart. It's like, oh no.
But we can say that I did. I'm fine with that.
Sure.
Okay.
uh,
What of it?
Well, knowledge is power, they say, so I'll have to do some digging and see if I can find out anything about this thing.
You know they do digging too. They can burrow.
I'm proceeding to tell you the entire character block. Stat block, whatever.
Yeah, I mean with the 24, you know it's immune to fire, it's immune to cold. It likes to swallow its prey and then burrow away.
Those things.
It will usually try to grab one creature and then leave.
Is there any association with a certain thing that he knows about? Like how it is domesticated by certain entities?
Not with
and
the
then-
24, no.
Fine. Now give me the good stuff.
That's 4,000-year-old information.
Your 4,000-year-old information.
Sometimes I feel that way.
I'm going to... Well, at the very least, I'll head up and report my findings to Anya, if she's still awake at this hour.
She's actually starting to descend down some of the stairs.
Oh, good timing.
Two nightingales kind of flank her side.
I'll start kind of meeting her halfway.
Okay.
And I'm going to bed.
Well, it appears you've managed to open up our mysterious doors. What did you find?
Yes, with some help, our friend Kylis was able to get inside and open it from the inside. It's... yeah, I at least give credit where credit's due.
I think he's making kissy faces at my mom, but... Or was it at him?
Both.
Just played to the whole table.
Wolfgang and I traversed inside, and Bart was able to decipher some writings on the wall that spoke of some sort of... I don't know if it was a ritual or what that happened, where some powerful giant entity or something was sealed away behind something, and it had to do with a red moon or a blood moon. And
Natural 20.
Oh my god.
Holy crap.
during our adventure down there, we did come across a door that exuded even more extreme cold than this door did, and it had a depiction of that same moon. We ventured further, thinking that we didn't want to approach that with just the two of us, and then we were attacked by what Wolfgang calls a Rimmerhas. It chased us up until we got to the stairs that were at the top. Then it...
I guess that was what I was hearing, which is why I descended. There was quite a commotion. If I understand correctly, based off of what you were saying, this ruin, this tower in particular, maybe further down, could be the central core of the Frostwilds.
The core of the frost wilds? Do you mean?
It is believed the lands have been cursed, that they were not always covered in frost eternally. It gets very cold up here in the winter, of course, and gets far worse with this curse. But it is believed that once there used to be verdant land out here. The snow would eventually melt. But the giants had cursed the land.
Yes, that's what it mentioned. That.
We did not know why, though. Probably to slight some enemy, or maybe as a final middle finger to the material plane after their
I believe there was
near
mentioned it
slaughter.
had something to do with the two giant factions. There was fire and frost.
I don't know much about fire giants per se.
Yes, I will need to. Well, where we just came from, we actually saw some fire giants, mausoleums and leftover cities. I would say in the underground tunnels, about a day's travel from here. Large spires made of obsidian.
I think the space furthers more exploration, but maybe not tonight.
I agree with both sentiments.
I will be resting shortly. I do want one of you to speak with Masha here. She gestures to a woman, probably standing about 5'6" or so, dressed in black leathers, very similar to the rest of the Nightingales.
Masha.
Masha.
Cute.
She's very cute.
I
She
have
has
this.
long red hair to the middle of her back that kind of has a bit of a wave to it. Little unkept, just from the current status of where they are right now, but a singular silver strand rakes along it as well.
Would I already know her?
You're familiar with her, yeah. She usually comes into your home, would like disappear with your mom for a while. Now you know why.
Would I hook it? Never mind.
No.
Actually, I have a wee bit of PTSD with redheads. Maybe you handle this.
Um,
I'm assuming it's just
pale
saying
white skin.
talk to her to give her like information on what transpired down there.
No,
or-
Masha is going to speak with you about what you will be dealing with heading further north. She is an excellent artist and can design what it is, so you have a visual
Oh, it's
representation.
the artist.
Yes.
Oh yes, excellent. Sounds good.
She kind of looks you all over. Masha locks eyes with you. Let's go.
Me?
Hmm.
Yeah. Okay.
She walks, takes you by the wrist, and starts walking away with you.
Bye. Bye.
If you have some free time, can we get some sketches of the group? Could start with Nesta.
I'm gonna like just kind of start to follow, but do I feel like that it's
No boys allowed.
she's more yeah.
There seems to be some animosity towards everyone here, excluding Nesta.
Okay. I'm gonna be kind of like well, I'll see them and memorize them later, I guess. I've been through enough tonight.
You are dragged off to a quieter part of the camp, where she sits you down, pulls out some burnt bit of wood that was nearby, kind of an extinguished fire, breaks off a piece of charcoal, and pulls out numbers of sheets of paper and begins to start drawing.
That's an amazing skill. I wish. Okay.
She spent some time hyper-focusing into the work that she is doing, and she is creating these incredibly well-designed chalk drawings of these shadow beasts. She presents one with that has kind of this extended wispy form underneath, arms that lick out into hands and fingers extended, and what appears to almost be a hooded beast, but rather than a hood, it just seems like the face has gone and sunk in. No physical details, no eyes, no mouth, no nose or anything like that. We have been referring to these as shades or shadows. They are fast, they can fly, they blend in perfectly with the darkness. They are vulnerable to sunlight and light in general, and they will sap the strength out of your body. Do not get surrounded by them. Keep that. She begins to work faster, creating more wide swaths of blackened coloration, then licking her thumb and disappearing some of the some of the space to create these accents and lines, she creates a beast that is very familiar to you, a fear stalker. Kylos' form.
Oh,
Slides that forward.
okay. Uh-huh.
We have been referring to it as a shadow mane.
Shadow Mane.
I don't know. Where did my dialect go? I am not entirely certain what they are actually called. Gregor was seen riding one of these. One was also stalking the skies as we left.
All right.
They are two separate beasts. We know of two now. There you are.
Thank you.
Begins working on some more. We'll kind of cut away from this moment. What is the rest of this team doing?
So, Professor, I don't know things, right? I mean, you know I'm smart, right? Things are not, like, just part of my, like, possession list.
Things like
Getting sleepy.
Why else, like, what's this world shaped like? Like, what are the basic principles that govern this world? Is it circular? Does it have poles? Is it flat?
That's
it-
my
it
cue
is
to leave.
not flat.
Geography
World is
lessons.
Geography lessons ensue. The world, as far as anyone is concerned, currently, it is circular. There are poles. You are pushing towards the most northern ones.
And are they colder naturally at the poles, or is it
Yes.
all magical shit?
Remains to be seen. You know, people who have explored south have encountered ice and snow as well. If there's a core function of magic making that happen, it's unsure. But what science has been able to determine, it does seem to just get colder down there and up there. Blah, 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 blah.
Do the other realms of existence obey these same types of rules?
No, that is something inherently.
Wolfgang got out of there.
That's what I meant. Dips with you, just like drinks.
These
No,
are
he's going. Wolfgang's going to
inherent
bed. He's exhausted.
properties of
drinks.
the material plane.
Okay.
As I am someone that comes from the Feywilds,
Yeah,
and
yeah,
having
yeah.
there be multiple courts, and well, each court tends to go in line with what the material plane knows as seasons.
So, how did you get here?
I went through a portal.
This is the part where Wranglin kind of
And
cheats
you
out of the.
know where portals are?
I believe after some time and research, I was able to pinpoint and locate this one, but portals, especially to those to the Feywild, are rather finicky. They can pop up at random times, random places, not stay permanent, be permanent.
You came through a water nymph's portal.
Yes.
One that she had created through a glade pool.
Betty did.
You dove down into the water, went through a portal, came out through another pool into the material plane.
So, if you found this nymph again, then could you convince her to get access back home?
I mean, the nymph didn't control.
No, she was more of a guardian.
Okay.
It wasn't so much she turned on and off a portal. She just kind of resided over it.
I mean, it's been a good 140-ish years or so, but I'm sure I could retrace my steps after some time and find that point again. Are you looking to do some planar traveling?
I mean, my world expanded pretty immensely like 3.5 seconds ago when I came out of the Underdark for the first time. And hearing about all these other planes, I mean, yours and Kylos's, and I don't even know where Nesta's ancestors come from. But, I mean, it seems like if our world is threatened by such sigils and locked away things that are remnants of old undead deities and shit, that might be something that eventually we should look into.
Well, the other planes and realms are not without their own problems.
Yeah, speaking of problems, Kylos's world. What's the deal with that? What do you know about elemental planes?
What's the deal with that?
You mean the shadow?
Elemental planes, I unfortunately
According to Bramble.
haven't expanded my knowledge as far. I know he carries some descendants from the Shadowfell, which is, in a sense, the other side of the coin of the Feywild.
Okay. Okay. So like a naughty nymph.
Exactly.
If that's one way to put it.
Okay.
Okay, thanks, bye.
In terms of the flip side, you would be aware of this as well. The Feywild is the culmination of emotional chaos. The Shadowfell is the direct opposite. There is no feeling. There is no emotion. There's no sensation.
Well, that doesn't add up with Kylus.
I think it's all that chaotic elemental energy that... And that's not to say that the Shadakai are unfeeling entities or anything like that.
Oh no,
There's-
I'm sure he feels a lot of things.
Yes, I'm sure as well.
Okay. Thanks for the lesson. I'll be ready for the quiz later.
Be prepared in the morning.
All right. Oh shit.
I
Serious.
like
As I
the
take
idea-
out my book and start.
I like the
It's
idea
not
that as
multiple
this
choice.
conversation was happening, there was a bunch of people gathered around and just like one by one. And then, but the professor's super hyper focused on what he's doing, who he's talking to, and so then you walk away and you're just like,
By yourself.
I love that the professor is essentially just a walking case of ADHD.
kind of.
Aren't the best teachers.
What do you want to know? Let me tell you.
Craving back
Info dump.
over to Nesta.
Covered in drawings.
Yeah, covered in different drawings. A lot of them are like different iterations of the same type of beasts, creatures that she has seen before. Another one she hands to you, she refers to as a shadow mastiff, some sort of dog-like creature that can turn entirely invisible.
Thanks.
Lovely. Big
Um,
dogs natural at me.
Another one written out was an abyssal raven. Not nearly as small as you might think. Think more on the size of that of a dragon.
What kind?
What
A,
size of
a
dragon?
dragon-sized raven?
Well, like
As you converse a bit, you kind of bring out the conversation of Balacrats. She says about that size.
what? What?
That's an adult dragon-sized raven.
That's terrible.
It has
I'm not there for this,
three
but-
eyes and split beaks.
Okay, but if it's considered a beast, I want to see it.
Yeah.
Oh, I want
don't
to kill
think
him.
it's a beast.
The final drawing is a man. Probably in his late 50s or so.
Is he hot?
He's stoic. He's intimidating.
That's so hot.
Blackened hair from what you can tell. It's all charcoal drawing. Angular features, a large prominent nose, darkened eyes with like shadows kind of pulling underneath. Wearing basic
I need to keep
leathers
this
and
away from the
garb.
group.
And in his right hand is a gnarly looking black mace.
Black mace.
Where the points come, they hook ever so slightly on the points of the mace.
Is this
To
Gregor?
this was Gregor.
Oh shit.
Oh no, he's
Oh,
hot.
no.
I was literally thinking the exact same thing.
The next drawing.
Okay.
Less charcoal to denote these features, more used for accents, is a bit of a smaller man. Skinnier in design, shaved bald head. What seems to be crack lines along the right-hand side of his face. Maybe scars. It's hard to tell through charcoal.
Uh-huh.
Hands this over. This is Alexei Berenov.
Who's that?
Gregor's second in command. He is an intellectual, not much of a fighter, but has been the ire of most women in the village.
So
Including
killing him
myself.
first, then, huh?
I would love nothing more. He has taken many of my sisters, so
Taking them where? Why?
back to his labs. where I can only imagine he breaks them.
The
He's-
pencil I'm holding snaps in half.
A strange fascination with dolls. I do not know why.
Oh, he's the one who made Victoria.
Dominic and Lambs.
Hate it. Hate it. I hate it. Hate him.
Another drawing. A younger man, a little more broader shoulders, wearing some armor, has a scar from the right-hand side of the mouth, kind of trailing along the edge. Short hair, wields a spear and shield in one hand, though she decides to depict these extra kind of shadows wafting off of this individual. Gregor's first in command. I do not know his name personally, but speak with Wolfgang.
All right.
Wolfgang seems to have some personal history with him.
Phew, I enjoyed that conversation.
And that should be just about everything you need to know.
Outta here.
Wow. You have a very photographic memory.
Trauma.
I'm sorry.
There's enough to go around.
We'll do what we can. You're very brave.
Not nearly as brave as some. Apologies. I don't need to waste your time. I
It wasn't
have
wasted. No.
business to take care of. Have a good evening.
Thank you.
She gives you a nod, stands, walks away.
I have a lot of drawings. Where am I?
You're kind of off.
Wandering
In the Feywild.
in the dark forest.
She took me how far?
You're underground again. You're just off kind of to the right-hand corner, some of the rune areas, where a bit of the giant's runes kind of open up. There's no cover to this space, but some ramshackle claws have been hung over to create some sort of cover and space. There's a little fire pit in the center that offers some sort of heat once it is lit. People were in here, and they were shooed away by Masha as you all entered. As she leaves, they kind of peek in, curious if they can come back in.
Do I know my way back to where we were supposed to be?
Yes, so
Okay.
this fort is not terribly
Cool,
huge.
cool.
Yeah, it's pretty small by comparison. It's to get from one side to the other of it is maybe a 5-minute walk.
Okay, cool. Yeah. All right. Well, in that case, then I would package up the drawings I have, kind of like keep them in a safe-ish stack. I don't know if that would. How many came out? 4 or 5? 10?
Yeah, about 4 or 5. There's a couple like new iterations in there of the same beast.
So I would kind of like stack them carefully and hold them close to my
You
chest.
probably have like a few dozen.
Yeah. I'll protect them as I make my way back to
Okay.
the camp, wherever we're stationed for the night.
Yeah. As you kind of go back to the rest of the group, you do see the professor's kind of the only one there. Wolfgang's gone. You see Frognan kind of walking away. Kylus isn't really anywhere to be seen. You do see Bartolomea, who's kind of a little bit off to the right-hand side from your current view, who's sitting on a stool, just kind of looking your way. Evening.
Hi.
Do you have if you have business, go.
No,
please.
I'm going to bed. I have a lot of drawings to stash.
Would you care to join me for a walk?
A walk? Yeah, sure. Yeah. Can I? Do you?
Take your time. Do what you need to do.
No, I'm cool. I'm sorry. I just need to make sure this is safe.
She's the hot girl before the makeover right now.
Sorry. One sec, and I'm gonna like
Good thing.
like package it into my backpack. You know,
Am
kind of.
I there?
No, you're a little ways off. You're watching Frogman walk away right now.
I'll
Okay.
tap it
I'm
safe.
making his quiz.
And then I'll
Yeah,
pop
exactly.
up. I'll tap it safe, pop up. All right, walk. Yes.
Follow me.
Okay.
He starts leading the way. It's not too far of a walk. He kind of leads you over to the southeast section of the base where some ramshackle ramparts have been set up. Some stairs that kind of lead up to the area. He starts to walk up them. As you kind of near the top, he does offer you a handout.
I'll take it.
Kind of helps you up.
Thank you.
Looking out over, you get this large view over the forest. from this elevated mounted position and then on top of this wall as well, you can see a number of miles out, especially with the moon being as bright as it is right now.
Oh, that moon. Feels good.
It is nice. It's a shame that it will be disappearing soon.
Yes, that's going to be a very interesting time up here.
Last time something like that happened. Well, Wolfgang saved us all.
Good thing he's with us again.
It's true. But he is not the only one who has been honing his skills and
Oh, no?
hoping to be far more valuable in future fights here.
I'm sure you're very capable. You seem very strong.
Are you uncomfortable around me, Nesta?
No. I'm just kind of an uncomfortable person in general.
I'm happy to know it is not you.
No, it's not you.
I know
It's
the...
not you, it's me.
Yeah. I've never seen someone quite like you before. So, tell me a bit about yourself. Where are you from?
Oh, but
Why is your hair pink?
you don't get this a lot up here?
Black. Black usually.
Oh! I'm,
As you look over, most of the hair color here is black.
That I see, All right, well, long story
Although
short.
his is blonde. Sorry.
Well, yes, there we go. Long story short, I'm from Laminsa. I'm a cleric of the Temple of Lunaris there, and I am half Asimar, and my mother has pink hair like me. So that's where that comes from. What's up?
He doesn't know.
No, he does not. Not all four. I do not know what the Nesamara is, but
Well, it's kind of like a I don't know if you've heard of them, like angels.
in tales and stories, yes,
Just kind of like that.
you're related to an angel.
A little bit, just a touch.
I suppose wilder things have come to my attention recently. Shadow demons being some of them.
Yes, I have an experience with them as well.
You've seen them before?
I have.
Where?
When I was young, they attacked my village where I was living, and not a lot of people made it out.
I'm sorry.
It's all right. It led me to where I am now, really. I know what it's like to feel like you need to fight for your people. So I respect that.
We are a devoted bunch here.
I see where Wolfgang gets it.
He kind of inspired it in all of us. He's done a lot for this city. And I hope to be by his side when we do even more these coming days.
I'm glad you will be. I mean, we're glad you will be. As a group.
As a team.
Mhm.
Collective.
Yes, all
Not
of us.
individual.
A little
A
individual.
little individual. She is a beautiful moon.
She is.
I understand your draw to her.
You know, tomorrow,
Tomorrow I'm getting naked.
there's a. I won't ask you to be part of the ritual because it's a bit weird, but I will say that there are things that happen on a full moon with the temple that are part of a ritual. If you want to hang out and try hanging out during the ritual, I don't know, we could see what happens.
I am very glad it is not me that is making you feel uncomfortable right now.
No, it's just me.
I would be interested to watch, yes.
No, you don't have to watch. Dear God, no.
My apologies.
No, I'm sorry. It's just Jesus Christ. I mean, not Jesus Christ. Who's my god? Fucking Lunaris.
I had an impulse that I fought.
Here's what I'll say. There's a ritual. It's going to be very brief because I hate the cold. And when it's done, there's usually some celebrating that happens. And if you're free, I think it would be fun to hang out.
I will be there. Although, if you would like to try a different type of ritual tonight, one that fights the cold as well.
Yeah, sure, why not? Fuck it.
Took the words right out of my mouth. And he'll kind of take you by the hand. Start to lead you.
Okay.
And we're gonna fade a bit to black.
Thought we should change the music.
Why would I? I'm changing the scene.
I just choked too.
Yeah, he has
you
that
did.
effect.
Oh my god.
Oh my god.
It's amazing.
So,
Moving over to Kylas.
Fuck, God damn it, what?
You left one of the earliest ones out of here. What have you been up to? Wolfgang has gone to bed. Or headed
Somewhere,
towards the bed. Okay.
I'm
Looking.
I'm gonna teleport to the top of the tower.
Yeah, easy enough to do.
Yeah. I'm kind of hang out on the roof. I'm gonna summon Oz.
Yes, my master.
Well, I do need you to leave soon.
I had a feeling I would be sent away sometime soon. I would say I packed my bags, but I didn't exactly have an opportunity to bring them with me.
Do you have bags?
Bag?
Bag? Alright, back home. What's in your bag?
Cups, plates. You never know what you might find of interest of eating and drinking. Not that I need to, but it is an odd custom that you will carry out, and I try to figure out why.
You're referring to Eden.
Yes.
You're right. Okay. Yeah, I forgot you enjoy souls.
Yes, I do. One I've not had in quite some time.
I'll see what I can do about that. Thank you for the tip-off, by the way, about Renguin.
Of course.
I do appreciate that. It was quite fruitful.
Seemed successful. I felt you needed an inn, so
She's been one of the more difficult ones to, well, get in close to.
she can be a bit guarded.
Indeed. I did have a question for you before I send you on your merry way.
Of course.
If you had to make a choice, Oz, between what you wanted and what you had to do, how would you make that choice?
I'm a far more selfish beast than most people take me for. But
That's why I'm asking.
very often, I find myself having to do the things that I must, not the things that I would choose to do. I find myself doing that almost every day. They're not bad things or things that I don't wish that I had to do, but if I had full choice, truly, I would carve a different path. Do what I wanted.
What do you want, Oz? I know you fell into servitude from my father, but what do you want?
I would see you rise to the man that I know you're capable of being.
Who is that in your mind? Is it the Western Winds taking my father's place? Was I meant to? Or is it something else?
I think at the end of the day, it doesn't matter what other people think you should be. But if you are asking for my input, and it seems you are, I would want to see you pursue the things that bring you joy. You may be my master, and I may serve you, but there is a fondness.
What if what I want and what I have to do are very different things?
Then surround yourself with people you trust. If you begin to fall off the path, hopefully you have the right ones around you to bring you back onto the one that you should be on.
I trust you, Oz. The only friend I've had in quite some time. Well, ever. Even Kendra didn't come close. When you get back to Laminsa, talk to Atrodane. I've set some bigger goals with her. She'll know more.
As you wish.
Fly safe, Oz.
Constant and without end, I trudge forth.
That's why I love you.
Stay safe.
You too.
He turns into a raven. Flying off.
And I will lay out on the roof, put my hands behind my back, and just relax because I can't go back into my ring tonight.
No, you cannot.
Nope.
As we fade away from this moment. Frogman, where were you off to?
When I split, you know, after all of this, I probably wouldn't be off too much. I have a lot on my mind, so I'm probably just trying to find a nice quiet place to think for the night.
Okay.
There
There are a number of places, especially at this hour, a lot of people are going to bed. Whatever extra parties were happening at the return of the third spear has since died down at this point.
Yeah. Yeah, I mean, I'll make my presence known. I'll prestidigitate a couple of drinks.
Sure enough.
And afterward, and I feel naturally drawn to Anya, but not feeling totally welcome in
Her personal chambers.
Yeah, and just kind of this whole place feels very foreign. So I'll find just a cozy, warm spot and I think just settle down.
Okay. Professor?
I'll spend some time just standing there, writing in my book, and now I wonder if 30 questions is enough.
Is this multiple choice? Or
Oh, dude, it's Scantron.
No, it's a good start. At least I have more work to do. When we were up where Anya was and the war table was, wasn't there like a bunch of like books and stuff? Was there like bookshelves and stuff around?
There was parchment that she was working on, but not a ton of bookshelves.
Okay.
There were like lounge areas, tables, chairs, couches that may have been brought from her original home.
Can I find books somewhere?
Go ahead and roll me an investigation check.
Those? Tactical assessment.
Tactical assessment.
Dirty 20.
Assessing location.
Dirty
books.
20.
Tactically.
Searching about the space, you find a few books nearby that are kind of ragtag ruined, and even as you pick them up, some of the binding falls apart, losing a few pages. And as you kind of thumb through, they seem to be like local stories, legends, nothing of major detail. Is there something in particular you're looking for, or just a book?
I'm looking, I'm trying to find information on the rumor has
Okay.
to know more about it, and seeing if there's any if any of the legends pertain to giants or anything like that.
Okay. There isn't much, unfortunately, even with the 20 books, and you imagine it's less to do with your ability to discern and find knowledge, and it's just this is not the place for it.
Yeah.
There's not a lot of book options out here.
Yeah.
Though there's a logical enough correlation that you could place to them. The actual truths and mysteries behind them are hypothesis at best, but it could make sense.
I've got working
A
theories.
beast this large could absolutely be tamed by a frost giant.
I'll make notes of that. I think the last thing that I'm going to do is just do kind of a perimeter walk of the fort area.
Okay.
And kind of just shifting more into like the tactics mindset of what am I looking at? What are my options? What do I have? What's at the ready? What's at my disposal?
Go ahead and make another investigation check. I will say, because this is like your expertise, I'm going to give you advantage.
I'll tactically assess this. Why not? Hell yeah. 31.
31. As you're looking over the space, it's not terribly well reinforced. It probably couldn't survive a siege necessarily, but it is very well placed to deal with troops at range. You have the high ground. You have a clear look over the forest. The canopy does offer a bit of concern, as it does offer quite a bit of cover for anything that wants to move about underneath, though anything that tried to fly over it isn't going to be getting by without being noticed. There's a lot of space before they reach the base of the mountain where they could be pelted with ammunition, artillery. The one fear you have of this space is there isn't really anywhere to go if they do get to the front. You're kind of dead end.
That's not good.
It's a great place to defend yourself, but if it's not enough, there's nowhere else to go but fight. Without magic that lets you just go somewhere. Teleportation or whatnot.
Okay.
Good defenses, though.
Yeah, I'm just kind of taking stock of everything, writing notes down, and
You notice there are a couple of the ringing spears who are nearby who kind of give you a nod, but are keeping active watch. These guys were not having any heavy drinks or anything like that. They seem to be on guard duty
they're
tonight.
not slouching.
Yeah, no, definitely not. You see them focused forward, and there are moments where, like, even for you, the frost kind of bites at you, and it's a lot to kind of deal with in the evening, and they are just stalwart and just looking out, used to it. They grew up here, and it's very apparent.
Yeah, after I make my rounds, I'll find kind of a warmer spot inside somewhere and post up to meditate.
There are a number of ramshackle spaces that have been set up, and every single one of them has a fire lit. It seems like you don't go to sleep here without fire.
Yeah. On that note, as I drop into my meditation, I'm gonna kind of channel the flame that's crackling before me a little bit, and my hair is gonna brighten,
Go summer.
and I'm gonna switch into summer.
Okay. As you all begin to go into your rests, or actually, Wolfgang, are you going to bed?
Mm-hmm.
Oh, okay. You said I went off.
Yeah, we'll have to find somewhere to go to bed.
Okay. I wasn't sure if you were actually going
Point
to
of
sleep or not.
exhaustion. No, yeah, it's bedtime.
Rest begins to take you over. I will say that point of exhaustion is gone now. It disappears after a short rest.
Oh, even better.
You all begin to find some peace, some quiet. Nesta, you get to have as good of a time as you want to have.
Amazing.
I want to have the worst sex of my life.
Yeah, I will say, he's very good at listening.
Oh my god. Nesta goes for it,
Okay.
man. She's been
Is Nesta a virgin at this point?
Yep.
Yeah.
Fucking do it.
All right.
But
Fucking do
she's
it.
been like having a fuck it attitude lately.
There we go.
So she'll fuck it.
So she'll fuck
She'll
it.
fuck it.
Hey.
To the left, to the right, up, down. Keep going.
Yeah. A B B.
Up, down, left,
I have
right.
30
Select
lives
start.
now.
Rest comes to you all eventually.
Nubez is very happy for you.
Thanks, Nubis.
You all sink into that darkness, that slumber that awaits you, with the dreams that greet you. Professor. And Nesta.
Oh no!
That stinging in your chest kicks in once more. And you both wake up.
I'm gonna immediately kind of look around and I'm gonna get up and I'm gonna look for Nesta.
Perception check.
Oh god. I'll get up too.
I'll see if he wakes. No, he's out cold.
Good, thank god.
12.
Yeah, you jolt up and he kind of rolls over.
I'm gonna run out of there.
All
You
right.
put some clothes on first?
I have my clothes on.
You gather what
She's
you
left in her
now.
clothes.
Now. You garb up. You're not in your plate because it takes a long time to put that
Sure,
puppy on.
I'm not.
Disheveled hair.
Coming out and about.
God damn it.
You do see
got sex
Nesta
hair?
does
Yeah, she
kind of
definitely-
come out of a tent nearby.
Nesta.
Extra glowy.
And I'm gonna run over.
Extra. The freckles are all like lighting up.
You felt that too.
What are you talking about? Oh, that's Nesta.
Professor's blushing more than this.
God, fuck.
You guys have not taken a long rest yet, by the way.
That wasn't me, was it you?
That wasn't me. I'm not being attacked by anything. Do you think it's Zeke?
It could be anyone. Have we haven't taken our long rest yet?
Not yet.
I can't message anyone.
As you two are currently talking, over where the gates open up, you see them start to swing open ever so slightly. And standing there is a dark-haired woman, palish skin, wearing the nightingale leathers. Eyes wide and massive. Begins to step forward
I'm drawing my
ever
blade.
so slowly. And she begins to levitate off the ground ever so slightly. Her neck reeling back, her arms and legs begin to twist and warp on themselves, and blood begins to pour out of her mouth.
Gods.
As manifesting out of it is this ethereal green spirit who looks to you all, and multiple of these ghosts begin to appear, just arching their backs, necks craned to the sky, looking upwards towards the moon, and they all begin to ever so slightly rise and float.
The ghosts are going up.
Yes.
How close are they clustered?
As you're counting, you're in the 20s currently of ghosts.
But how, like, what's their proximity to each other?
Their proximity, there's spaced out, a couple of them 10 feet, 15 feet. There's a couple that are 5 feet nearby each other. And as you're counting, more begin to appear, and you're in the 30s now.
Oh my god.
Nesta, can you grant flight? Can you grant flight to someone? Can you give me flight?
Flight? Fucking.
As multiple voices overlap each other. All hear and obey the command of Gregor. Floating ever higher.
I think they heard that. I think they heard that.
Can you grant me flight?
I can't give you fucking flight. How would I do that?
I don't know. Damn it.
Falter in the darkness and despair.
I'm going to... Ranguin, wake up! Wake up and wake up everyone around you! We're under attack!
People start to rouse, some alarms start to go off. You are all slowly but surely waking up in this moment. The darkness is here. As a number of multiple shadows burst into the space, screeching through. And we will be right back
I hate you!
to pick up into this combat.
I'm sleeping. I'm too far
It's
away.
okay, guys. I have 2 level 1 spells left.
Yeah. Did I get my rest off?
Nope.
No?
This happened probably like 3 hours in.
I got a short rest, though.
Yeah, short rest.
Okay.
Ugh.
Well, we will find out about that and
So
more
good.
when we come back. All right, we'll see you guys shortly.
And shenanigans!
And welcome back. Bringing us back into this moment, we find ourselves with a number of dozens and dozens of these ghosts starting to float up into the sky, chanting and screeching Gregor's threat of darkness upon you. And in that space, multiple shadowed creatures come whirling through. Nessa, you immediately recognize some of these. These are some of the shadows. They are the ones that attacked you when you were a child, and the ones that were drawn before you merely a few hours ago. Going into the top of the round, Nesta, you're up.
Seeing these shadow figures from my past and waking up with
It's saying Nesta, I'm just going to run with it. If Lauren's here, then we'll run it.
waking up kind of like out of that situation that I was in. My
Sure.
That situation.
That situation.
my glowy features that look like stars all over my body glow a bit brighter as I begin to channel my inner divinity, and I cast Turn Undead on whatever biggest group I can find of these
Okay.
demons.
The two that seem most clustered together are these guys.
Okay, I would go to them.
All right. What type of save do I make? I believe it's wisdom.
I would believe is.
I would believe
I would believe is. Where is that? Tell me.
So go up to your turn, not your destroy.
Oh, not
So
destroy.
right here.
As an action, undead, 30 feet. Wisdom saving throw.
Wisdom saving throw. That's a 19 for one of them, so that I believe that
That
succeeds.
saves.
And a natural 20.
Oof.
Kidding me, man?
Sorry.
This is
It's
gonna
okay.
be...
No modifiers. I rolled a 19 and a 20.
Are you fucking...
I'll
right
action
now?
sure. Just try
No,
again.
it's fucking us. You're all
Okay.
You're halfway to Sunday.
Burning
over
another
there.
channel
Sure.
divinity. Same two?
Yes.
Okay. That's only a 16, which I think fails.
I think it's 15. I think that.
It's it's whatever your spell save DC is.
Yeah, it's 15.
Okay, so I do succeed on that one. Second one, a 17.
You would think
Uh,
the 15
and it-
would be fucking
And
high.
it
What
teetered
the
on the
fuck?
10. I'm rolling super high.
Yeah,
I
that's
have
okay.
no
Yeah.
modifier
It's okay.
on my wisdom
Okay.
save.
You still haven't-
It's not okay. Don't give him that out.
I'll summon
You're
my
a son
spiritual
of a
weapon.
bitch.
Okay, bonus action. Summoning spiritual
Son of a
weapon.
bitch.
This one's closer to the ground. This one's floating on top of a bit of the runes that are nearby. Which one did you want to
I'll
go
get the
for?
coin close to the ground.
Okay,
Thank you.
roll to hit.
Good. Thank you.
You have 10 feet of extra speed.
So sorry.
Oh, I'm gonna stick with you.
Dirty 20.
Hits. Go ahead and roll damage.
Love it. Spiritual weapon always coming through. 10 to hit.
10 for damage. What type of damage is it?
I
I think it's force.
would
Spiritual weapon's
be force, yes.
Force. Cutting across this creature. Just shadow begins to pour and like almost liquid smoke pouring onto the ground. Like imitation blood almost. But dissipates after a moment.
The smoke, like the blood smoke?
Like it was behaving as if it was blood, but made out of smoke.
Does it seem as if it damaged it?
Oh,
Or did
yeah,
it?
yeah.
Okay.
Absolutely. There's still like a mark where it was
Okay.
present.
Thank you.
Did you want to move anywhere?
No, I'll maintain my ground.
Okay.
That's my turn.
Rangwin is up. He will stand up from prone, seeing what is going on.
That's the dice.
That's 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30. Wait, 15. This is another 15, 5, 10, 15. Bonus action. She's going to action dash. 15, 20, 25, 30. She gets closer over here and kind of slides in. Wolfgang! Froggy, wake up! As you guys are like just starting to come to. She creates her enhanced psionic blade in her hand and gets ready. Kylus, you are waking up still.
I'll stand up and kind of step to the edge of like the tower.
15, that's about as far as you can go.
What are you gonna do, Batman?
I can hear everything that's happening, right?
Currently, yeah, there's still doo, 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 doo. Describing a bit of what you can see around you as well, as the rest of the ringing spears begin to pull out their weapons, more shadows begin to appear and engage in them. For the sake of it, there's a number of shadows engaging in other NPCs. This is your guys' fight.
We've got 3 in our sight, right? 4.
4 currently,
I
yes.
didn't see that one behind the fucking
Can I
wall.
see like out in front of me, kind of where like Phil and Nesta are?
Yes,
Down
yeah,
below?
you can.
Okay.
Especially with your vantage point, you're like 300 feet up in the air.
Yeah. Yeah, standing up there, shadow will start to wrap around me, and I will dimension door down next to Phil and Nesta. Pool of shadow, similar to the other ones that just got killed, and Kylus will.
For a second, we'll be
I'm
like,
gonna be like,
As you appear, you start to hear those whispers. And you look, and it's the shadows. Sovereign. Fuck.
I'll kind of like look around for a second.
Nesta, you notice with your passive perception, the veins, the lightning marks on his eyes that streak along are ever so slightly gray. Continue.
Okay. Hearing the whispers, I'll kind of like shake it off. Well, Phil, Pancake, how you both doing?
Nice of you to join us.
what?
You got flipped over like a pancake. that took me a second.
Kylus was referring to her as.
Oh! Flat like a pancake.
I hate all of you.
Oh, I had nothing to do with this.
Wolfgang's just waking up.
Figuratively.
What seems to be the problem here? And I'll pull my scimitar out.
Shadows attacking, summoned by Gregor. Bit of a problem.
Alright, I'll take care of that on my next turn. And have my turn.
So meta.
Staying right there?
Yeah.
All right, moving on. As he kind of very nonchalantly insults your butt, almost like revenge, something appears directly behind him.
Just remember, you fucked the guy that he was trying to fuck.
Fair enough.
There we
That
go.
looks worse than the other
Another
ones.
one of these shadow-like creatures, but this one has extended legs, a much more solid form to itself, and from its hand, its hand turns into a blade, launching at you, Kylus.
This is my childhood trauma. Are you fucking kidding me?
Right in this moment.
That's what I'm sensitive about.
That's the thing I'm sensitive about.
That's a 22 to hit.
I'll hit.
Okay. You take...
Never tell a DM your trauma.
Well, no, you have to.
My
Part-
character's
part-
backstory is
is-
pleasant and
Then I'll make the trauma.
uninteresting.
Nothing's ever been the problem.
That is 5 points of piercing damage and 10 points of necrotic damage.
There it is.
Cut in half to 5.
Yes.
I was like,
Seeing
that's
that,
not bad.
all the
Ooh.
color drains out of my face.
Oh wait, let's talk. Your strength score is reduced by 4.
Oh!
As sticking into you, watch as his muscles just begin to atrophy, and skin begins to hang off of you loosely.
I don't want that.
Ah.
You're not very strong to begin with, right?
No.
This doesn't look hot anymore.
As if going to take a bite, but instead of teeth, it turns into another blade, and he sinks it into you like a mosquito's proboscis or something.
Oh, that's gross.
Second attack, ooh, not as good. 17 to hit.
That hits.
Okay. You won't take the sneak
Look at all
attack.
the
this
AC like
time.
you guys.
Okay, 18.
Oh no, this isn't
What if
sneak
I
attack.
just-
This is just rider damage. That's another 5 points of piercing.
Okay.
Oh my god, all 6s. That's a 12. That's an 18 points of necrotic damage. Cut in half to 9.
God.
Your strength score is reduced by 2.
If strength becomes 0, they insta die, right?
Yes.
Great.
Cool. Loving this so far.
Moving on, the shadows will move, having very clear targets in front of them.
That's 26.
Hmm?
Your strength was at 17.
Flying over to you, Nesta.
Are you kidding me? It's the worst time of my life.
I am going to attack you. Oh, terrible. 8.
Miss.
Misses.
There's no saving throw for the strength zap.
No, I have to hit you.
Damn.
If
That
this
is
is,
the
if this
saving
is a
throw.
typical shadow, they're fucked.
Fucking cool.
Yes, they are. I love the shadows.
But that one that sapped his strength looks different, right?
Yeah.
Coming up to
I
you.
imagine so. He had more of those
Professor,
purple things,
I will swing at you.
So.
God, garbage. Only a 10.
Heck no.
Totally misses. Swarming around you, they just deflected off of what magical armors and protections you have placed upon yourselves. This one is going to see some feeble targets on the ground. Hi there.
We're not surprised though, right?
You're not surprised, no.
Okay.
No, they kind of announced their presence a little. It was a show. It was a bit of a spectacle. You are prone, so it is an advantage. That's a 20 to hit.
Shield.
Frogman. Shield. Deflecting. As these claws just begin to shake against your arcane shield. And just that emptiness grows and grows and grows into eternal. This
I know it's fucked up.
25, 30. Can't get close enough. I'll action dash to Ranguin and go around this way. Okay. With that, Professor, you're up.
Sick. For my first action, which is actually more of a bonus action, I'm gonna teleport and appear behind that nasty thing that's attacking Kylas.
You got flanking.
Sure.
I got that flank and
You got that
also. It's done on the actions. It doesn't say what my face step does.
I'll look it up while you.
Are you summer
take your
now?
Stuff.
I'm sorry.
It does
Well, I
damage
know what
equally.
it does.
I think it's
but,
fire damage.
But like, it doesn't show like, oh, you have to make a save to do this.
It's usually a save, but
Yeah.
It's a dex save.
for the fire. I mean, that would make sense.
Yeah.
But we'll see. Frogman, you're technically on deck.
Thank you.
And then Wolfgang, you're after.
No, it just says it's straight up
Oh,
fire
you just-
equal to your
yeah.
proficiency.
So I
Yeah, you
choose-
just gotta be close enough, I guess.
Yeah, so as long as they're within 5 feet of me, I choose what takes fire damage. So I appear and this thing takes 3 fire damage.
As the flames lick, it just stares at you. It took no damage.
No damage!
It is immune to fire.
Ah!
As that happens, as I appear, I'm coming down sword in hand, and I thrust it into the ground. And I cast Destructive Wave.
What type of save?
That is a. I think it's con save.
Constitution save. Let's see here. That is not one I'm proficient in. Good. That's only a 16. Just fails.
Fails.
Yeah.
That's hitting the other two as well.
Oh, the other two as well?
Yeah, it's a. That's a 30. That's anything within 30 feet of me.
I gave one of your people my spear, right?
Your +1. Yeah, you're right.
That also fails with only a 12.
I gave it to you, just like that.
And that one actually succeeds with a 17. 16 plus 1.
I don't think it was.
So this one succeeds, fails, fails.
Okay.
Divide the damage for me, please.
Yeah, it's thunder and radiant.
Yeah.
I'll do thunder first. 8, 11, 14, 20 points of thunder damage.
20 points of thunder damage. This guy just evaporates. The other one takes the damage as the thunder, some of the shadow dissipates, but it doesn't look like it did as much as you had hoped.
Okay, to the big one?
To the big guy.
Okay. And then Radiant.
And the other guy took 10.
Ooh, there we go. That's
No
what I
fire,
wanted to
half
see.
thunder.
23 points of radiant damage.
23?
Yeah.
Elemental shit.
Oh my god, I can't math.
That's cut in half to 11. And the other one was cut in half to 10. So the one that saved took 21 points of damage.
As the radiant damage erupts, the shadow beast that had struck at Kylus, and multiple parts of it flake away. That did a fuck ton, way more than you intended damage.
Ooh, I love to hear it.
These things are vulnerable.
Slap that thing
They are
with
vulnerable
radiant
to
damage.
radiant damage.
Is the other shadow dead?
Oh yeah,
Okay.
yeah. With the extra the thunder kind of flecking off of them, but with the extra radiant, eviscerated these bees.
Sweet. Cool. On that note, I'm gonna action surge.
Why don't I?
And I'm gonna swing.
All right, roll to hit.
Coming in with Vibrite. That is a
Don't
28.
do radiant smoke.
28 does hit. Go ahead and roll damage.
Why are you saying that like there was a potential question?
Because there's a potential chance that you miss.
With a 28? That's
No, I said
perfect.
28 hits.
Okay. I have so many dice. Oh my god.
Please separate any damages as well.
Okay. I've got. It's magical it's magical slashing, poison, and force.
Don't even roll the poison.
Don't roll poison.
I'm immune to poison.
Okay.
Which you now know.
Yeah. And I've got it's piercing and force.
Piercing and force.
Okay.
Feel free to put all those together. I'm not
Okay.
resistant to either.
Cool.
of those.
Way stronger than Vader.
But that's the best way to do it. Is just be like, what is and what isn't.
Yeah.
Okay. Oh, and I am going to distracting attack on this.
Okay. Wisdom save on this part.
Hold on, goddamn.
So many abilities.
No, this one has no save.
Oh, you just have to hit. That's all.
I just have to hit. Ooh, that's what I love to see. 13, 14 plus 7 is 21 points of damage, and the next attack that is not by me is at advantage. Or it's dead.
Yeah, killing it in one more swing. Remember, you struck it with radiant damage.
Yeah. So I just move forward and just stab it where its like heart would be.
You have a second swing if you would like to move somewhere.
I saw one move in this way, so I'm gonna.
Yeah, you actually have direct line of sight to that one.
10, 15, 20, 25, 30. I can't reach it.
Yeah. Unless you have something to throw.
Fuck it. I'm gonna throw the javelin of lightning, and if I make a ranged attack with it, I can do the lightning with it if it hits.
What?
So
The lightning javelin doesn't have rider damage. You either activate the lightning strike ability, or you just swing with a magical weapon.
So it says, make a ranged attack weapon against the target. On a hit, the target takes damage from the javelin plus 4d6 lightning damage.
Once per turn, or one. You can only activate it
For
once.
long rest.
Yeah, I haven't used it yet.
Yeah, you speak a command word into it. Yeah.
Yeah. So I'm doing that.
Yeah. Okay. The way you described it meant it sounded like to me every time I roll to hit this thing, it's going to take that rider damage.
I'm saying that like because you can.
It's
either,
not a saving throw.
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah, you can use it as either a saving throw or an attack.
Oh, you can choose. I didn't know
Yeah,
that. Okay.
yeah.
Oh yeah. Okay.
That's what I was saying.
Gotcha. Okay. My misconfusion. Misconfusion.
Confusion.
Mr. Confusion.
Dirty 20.
Woo! Yep. Damage. Damage.
Okay, that's 5d6. Oh, that's everything's over 3. 23 plus 28 points of damage total.
Okay. As the lightning erupts across, it took a ton of damage, but not nearly as much as you had hoped. Seems to be resistant to lightning as well.
Lightning.
Gross.
Mhm.
As the javelin,
It does look like it's barely hanging on.
Yeah. Okay.
Okay,
Yeah. As
I-
that.
I think that's everything you have.
That's everything I got. Hopefully, as that lightning crack goes off, it wakes everybody up.
Oh yeah, everyone at this point is fully awake. As we come to a new round.
Do Frogman and I get to go in this round?
Not currently. In theory, you were up next. I had other things in initiative depending on if certain things died.
Oh, I see.
Yes.
So
There were
this is
things-
still
there were
technically the
thing-
first round.
Yes, this is still technically the first round.
I see.
In the place of those shadows, these humanoid spirits take their place. And darkness envelops their eyes, and they're angry. I'm going after you, Nesta.
Excellent.
I am going to... please make me a charisma saving throw.
You got this.
At advantage because she just got some.
No.
Got that.
It was a sex bonus.
13 is the DC. You fight off its possession.
Oh, these are ghosts.
Yes, they are.
That's not good.
Yeah, as this thing tries to crawl into your body, you find whatever corporeal shape you can manage to grab onto and shove it away. It swirls around, giving this haunting gasp towards
It's the
you.
worst. It's the worst.
This one will... Kylas, please make me a charisma saving throw. Which, you're very good at. But it doesn't know that.
23.
Yeah. you flash like a little smile and a wink and it doesn't even get a chance to even try to crawl inside you. So, baby girl.
It's an incorporeal boner.
In that space,
Never been with a ghost
where one of those
before,
shadows
but
were,
it's the first for
another
everything.
ghost appears in its space and is vengeful towards you, will come after you. Frognan, it does leave your melee range if you wanted to take a melee swing at it.
Fuck yeah, disadvantage, baby.
Yeah, pro!
Whack 'em.
What do
Roll
I
a
have?
hit.
I got a dagger.
Swinging.
A regular ass dagger. Nat 1.
Oh my god.
Roll again.
That one.
That's a 13.
13. Does
Oh,
not
no,
hit
no,
Wolfgang.
plus 6 would be a 19, actually.
Still does not hit
Okay.
Wolfgang.
A 19?
A 19?
I mean, do I have my shield at the ready while I'm laying in bed?
But also, I'm starting to stab in front of me.
Because, I mean, realistically, my shield wouldn't be there, so my AC
I'll let you
would be-
choose.
My shield would be next to me, but not like, I'm not...
I'm gonna roll damage on my dagger.
Go ahead, roll 1d4 plus your dex.
6 damage, baby.
Oh my god! As you just shoot right into his thigh.
Yeah, it slips right under the armor.
I swear there was a ghost there.
Professor, please make me a Christmas
slapping
saving
it.
throw.
Oh, shit. Sorry.
This is gonna be bad.
We'll see. You can roll high.
Well, I hope so.
You got it.
12 minus 1, 11.
Drop.
Y'all know the professor has no riz?
As you are fully
How about when I
possessed.
assist you?
Oh no.
You are currently incapacitated and you've lost control of your body.
Oh no.
However, as you feel your control, whatever space you find yourself in, you find that this spirit takes your consciousness and gives you a front row seat.
Oh, that's fucking awful.
You get to watch.
No! No! No!
I'm gonna wreck it.
At least you used all your good stuff.
Moving forward, Frognan, it is your turn. Wolfgang, you're on
But
deck.
my sword hurts you guys a lot.
Question.
Answer.
Where are you?
If I extend a spectral hand out from myself that reaches into one's soul and cripples it with necrotic energy, would you allow me to try to reach in and, knowing I will hurt the professor, reach for the ghost inside him?
Is it a roll to hit?
It is.
If you natural 20 it, I'll allow it.
Okay. It'd be a gamble.
Do it right now.
I'll think about
Do it
it.
right now.
I'll stand up and I'll go for the one that's not a
because chances are the spell probably says a target you can see.
Zach, do it right now. Not 20. Just go for it.
Is that your...
I nat 20'd Victor out of Wolfgang.
Guess what it
say?
doesn't
That's
say.
so random.
What does it
though.
You create a ghostly skeletal hand in the space of a creature within range. Make a
In
range
the space
spell.
of a creature within range, the creature is not visibly present. The only creature in range, visibly, is the professor. It does specify that when I possess, I disappear.
Just roll that 20. Just roll that 20.
If you roll a natural 20, I won't even hurt the professor. You can just hurt the ghost.
Could he roll it with
I'm
more
going
confidence?
to... Thinking upon a book that my best friend gave me.
Me?
I'm gonna bonus action quicken a chill touch.
Okay.
And to the open ghosty thing, I will.
That one wrapped in shadow is a full-blown shadow. You rolling to hit?
Yep, roll to hit on
Roll to
that.
hit.
That should probably hit with a 23.
23 definitely
Since
hits.
you're doing necrotic damage, right?
No.
Mhm. I am doing necrotic damage,
You
but against undead, it's good usually. And this is kind of my experiment. That's why I quickened it. Only 3 damage. Does all 3 damage feel like it takes hold?
Nothing.
Nothing.
Takes hold.
Okay.
Immune to necrotic.
But if I do hit it, it should have a disadvantage on attack rolls against me. Because it is undead,
Oh, that's
right?
interesting. He did hit, but the damage is
0.
0.
But it specifically is against undead. It has this effect.
Yeah, because the reason being is like zombies aren't immune to necrotic.
Mhm.
They take half damage from necrotic, but
Yeah.
this is fully immune to necrotic damage.
Yeah, but this is
I'd like to think what's causing it is the damage inclined.
But it's a spell designed against undead, Dominic.
But not this one.
Okay.
Was it?
Good. That was science,
What's-
right?
That was science.
What's the wording on it? Does it say when it does damage or when it...
No, it says if you hit. If you hit an undead target, it also has disadvantage on attack rolls against you until the end of your next turn.
I'll allow it.
Yeah?
I'll allow it because of how it's written. Yeah.
Okay.
You did hit, it just didn't deal any damage.
Cool. Because I quickened that was my bonus action. I will take out my scroll of Greater Restoration
Okay.
and cast Greater Restoration on the professor.
All right. What does that allow?
Because that is a 5th level spell, I believe I have to roll to see if that takes effect.
You do, yes.
Okay.
It is a spell check.
Mhm.
So D20 plus your intelligence modifier.
Oh man.
DC is 15.
Mm-hmm.
Natural 1. Frogman, I need you to roll me a D100
Oh,
fuck.
as
shit.
the scroll mishaps.
Oh no. It just casts Greater Restoration on himself?
75.
75.
That's not bad.
The spell backfires ever so slightly, but as you look into it, it's not burnt. The spell is still there. It didn't go off. You couldn't activate it correctly, but it's not gone.
I'll
You
take
could-
it.
You could try again with another action.
So that was my action. Bonus action. I did stand up. If you would
Oh, yeah,
be
yeah,
so
yeah.
kind as to fix me.
Greater Restoration is touch.
No, I think it's range.
It's range? Okay.
Let me double check. Maybe.
You missed. I pulled out the.
Mm-hmm.
There you go. Have it.
But it is touch. You're right.
It is, okay.
So I
5,
guess I'm in
10.
contact.
Right there. You have 5 more feet if you would like to move anywhere.
No, bro.
Okay, you can chill there. All right, sounds good. All right, Wolfgang, you're up.
Wolfgang's gonna scoop up his shield. He's got his hammer. I saw what happened with him.
Yeah, you saw a ghost like grab his face and then just like crawl into him, and he's just eyes go black, similar to how Kylus teleports.
Wolfgang will dramatically walk up to the professor.
Looks at you.
And that's your action.
Can I see the ghost, being as that I have blind sight?
No, it's not how blindsight works.
Was it how his?
It doesn't notice something that's not there. It's not in a physical space currently.
I thought maybe that's exactly what it was doing.
No,
All right.
no, it's not invisible, and you can tell. As you walk up, the professor tilts the sunglasses, the spectacles
sunglasses,
slightly, and kind of grins at you, malicious intent in his eyes.
Professor, I know you're in there. Don't make me do what I'm about to do. And I'm going to go for a grapple on him.
All right.
Oh no. It's a rough day for the
I know you're controlling me, but can I roll?
Yes, absolutely. Go ahead and roll opposed athletics.
Okay.
I will. Fearless athlete.
Is that a bonus action to utilize?
It is.
Okay, nice. All right.
24.
18.
You grapple him. You have him kind of boom tucked underneath. He goes to like swing at you with what you were wearing.
I viper blade out.
You had the viper blade. He goes to like swing. You duck, kind of catch him underneath, bring him around, catch underneath, and you have him like hands palm behind his head, and his arms up, and he's stuck.
Will you allow me to try to put him onto the ground?
Yeah, that's usually the
He's
next
got a
move
second
after
attack,
grapple.
yeah.
You pin.
Does-
It's another athletics check. It's another pose athletics check.
13.
14. 6 plus 8, baby.
Yeah, I got 5 plus 8.
He goes to like sweep out your legs, but just kind of slips on his own as well, and just takes you down with him. You were both down on the ground, prone, pinned. Oh, your spear broke again.
Again? I have.
The lower one. The lower half. You're now just
Now
looking
he
for a
just has
fist
a
bump,
fist.
dude.
Punch it.
It's time for me to print a new one.
You have now mounted the
Got some
professor.
yellow glue?
Kill me.
That's my seat.
You are now considered restrained.
Yep.
Yeah. Which you were also considered restrained.
But in an advantageous position over him.
In a weird way, no.
That's a shame.
In order to be in an advantageous position, you need the grappler feat.
Mm,
It gives you advantage on attack rolls against creatures you're grappling.
okay. Yeah, that's,
Everyone else, however.
That's my.
Everyone else does have advantage on melee strikes against him. Currently at range, it's disadvantage. Okay?
That is my move. I think that's all of my things I could have done.
Appearing out of shadow.
Another one?
No, these are dogs.
Where do these things go?
You recognize these as shadow mastiffs.
It's a terrible night.
What happened to at the end of initiative things appear?
These are in initiative, but they get to be invisible in dim light or darkness. So as they come in, they're going to surround what they believe to be the smallest and weakest creature.
It depends on your definition.
Yeah.
Because by some definitions, definitely.
By other definitions, probably.
Probably.
Well, considering I still have a single first level spell slot left, I'm pretty much a badass.
Attacks coming at you, Frogman.
Uh-huh.
You're still that was a natural 1, but we are rolling with advantage. That's only a 12. Misses. The other one's gonna go for a bite at you. Also at advantage. Whoo!
Pack
That's-
tactics, is that it?
Huh?
Pack tactics? Is that
No,
what
they
it-
were invisible and they're coming out, biting at you. So
I see.
they have advantage.
Immediately
on
pop
They're
out.
revealing themselves
I
as part of the
understand.
invisibility.
I understand.
That's a 24 to hit.
Hits.
Hits. Okay. You take. That is 8 points of piercing damage, and I
Mhm.
need you to make me a strength saving throw.
+3?
Are you within 5?
Yeah, you're right there. +3.
8.
8. You failed. The mastiff digs into your arm and pulls you down to the ground and just has you pinned down there. You're just currently knocked prone.
Reaction, and I think this is the first time I've done this reaction, actually.
You're gonna turn invisible.
I'm gonna turn invisible.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Gone.
Is it a spell or just a class feature?
Class feature.
Racial feature.
It's, technically it's a feat.
Oh, true. But it's specific to his race.
Feat that only my race can take. Yeah.
I would take a racial feat, but Dominic outlawed it.
Yeah, 'cause it's a dumb feat. Triple
Yours
advantage.
is
That's
so
stupid.
much fucking better than sometimes I'm invisible for 6 seconds.
Yeah,
It's been a year.
triple advantage on every single roll you make to attack is dumb. That uses
Awesome.
dexterity.
It's great, actually.
I think it's a dumb feat. I don't like it.
I'd like
It's
it right
also been
about
a
now.
year and he's used it once.
Speaking of Kylus, I'm gonna attack you
Yeah, you son of a bitch.
With triple advantage.
I'm out here dying.
with triple advantage. No, just regular advantage. Natural 20.
When do I get a turn, huh? Silver barbs.
You
Fuck off.
Silver bars. That's still an 18 to hit. Yeah.
Keegan's getting belligerent.
That is
Oh,
11
you have
points.
no idea.
That's 11 points of blood or piercing damage. Please make me a strength saving throw.
Are you gonna die from strength?
Maybe. 15 minus 3, 12.
12 fails. You are knocked prone as the Mastiff drags you to the ground.
Great.
They then
They
go
them?
invisible.
Do I feel it still on me?
If you would. No, they like grabbed you, pinned you down, and let go. You're not grappled by any means. You were just knocked prone.
Okay.
In terms of official status conditions.
Mhm.
That'll happen in 6 seconds. Nesta, it's your turn. Top of the
The
round.
worst!
Round 2?
Round 2.
Could turn around and crystal longsword. This bitch.
Swinging at the ghost.
That's a hit.
15 to hit.
I think that does. Yeah, that hits. Go ahead and roll damage.
Should she separate her radiant damage?
Not for them, no.
Okay. So do 2d8.
Should have kept it last year.
Plus.
Wait until the morning.
It's a huge detriment.
Well, none of those are magical saves.
Huh?
Alright. That was just a physical save. It was just like, I'm gonna pull you down. Because Oz only protects you
5.
against magic and spells.
9 for radiant damage.
9 radiant damage. Alright, nicely done.
Bonus action, spiritual weapon.
Yeah, I think I should be able to move directly with this one.
10, 15, 20. Yeah. Right within range.
It's gonna swing.
You swung at the one behind you, right?
Yeah.
And then you're swinging at this one. Okay.
Yes.
I just want to make sure I'm separating
Oh,
the
yeah,
damage.
yeah. 2 different people.
Yeah.
So that will be a 15 to hit for spiritual weapon.
That hits. Go ahead and roll damage.
Love it. And that's 10 points of damage from a spiritual weapon.
Of spiritual damage.
Force spirit.
Quite literally spiritual damage.
Force, yeah.
Spiritual force damage.
Cutting across. They kind of screaming in pain. Shut up. I know it sounded like a mom.
We like making
That sounds
Dominic
familiar.
Yeah, a little while ago.
I have no idea what that sounds like.
Bartolomeo?
Nope.
He's like, oh, that was awesome.
Rolling in the snow.
Anything else you would like to do then?
Nope. Nope, my turn's over.
Anyone else you'd like?
Rangwin is going
Go
to
away. Sorry. You have sex once in D&D.
bonus action disengage 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, and we'll throw her enhanced blade at that ghost that's bothering you.
Love it. Save me, Rangwin. Makeup looks great too.
Absolutely hits. Enemies within ally range, which gives me sneak attack. It's 3d6, right?
Yeah, good luck with that.
Or no, it might be 4. Yeah, it's 46.
Yeah, you're grounded,
46
bro.
plus her d8 from the enhanced.
That seemed like a lot of dice.
Yeah, the rogues, man.
Oh, the
2,
heroes are
4,
attacking.
6, 12, 14.
Like that die.
That's
Good lots of dice.
I like that die.
19 points of psychic damage to it. Which, oddly enough, it is not immune or even resistant to.
Hell yeah.
It does have a mind that's operating, so damn it. 19 points of
Damn
damage. Just racking its brain, and part of its form seems to flicker and fade. It's considered bloodied currently. She cannot
She
close
has-
the distance.
She has a second attack.
Oh, that's true. She can just throw it again.
Yep.
Yeah, let's go. Let's go for it.
She's closing the distance.
That is, that's definitely going to hit. 16. No sneak attack on this, but
really has to.
regular damage. Nice. That's 9 more points of psychic damage.
Nice.
No, you don't. You're in the corner.
I know. I'll hold it.
And she kind of looks around, gets ready to kind of
Can.
move to a new spot. She's done pretty much everything she's got at the moment. Moving on in initiative. Kylus, you're up. Well, currently you're down, but it's your turn.
Yeah. I think while he's on the ground, just kind of laying in the snow. Is this thing like actively biting him?
Currently it's reeling from the psychic damage it was just dealt. You got knocked down by the Shadow Mastiffs.
Yeah, that's the one. Is it still?
It's invisible. You can't even see it.
Was it?
No. So
grappling
what
me?
they do, they don't grapple. They just knock you
Okay.
prone and let go.
Perfect.
Yeah. You're not stuck in a spot. You're just prone.
Okay. Yeah, laying on the ground in the snow. The whites of his eyes go black. He pulls shadow in all around him and quickens spell.
Okay.
He takes a shadow form.
Ooh, very nice. I don't have a.
this is
Here we go.
bad idea.
We kill him.
It's a bad idea, shadow. Oh, sorry, TikTok.
Sorry. We're gonna depict you as a Remoraz right now.
Fair enough.
They're both huge.
Because that is the size.
Yeah, it's the right size category.
Yeah.
Quicken spell. You solve your action and movement.
Letting out a big roar. He's gonna 29.
Yeah, that hits the ghost.
He's gonna grab the ghost with like his like shadow claws and just attempt to rip it in half.
Roll damage.
Hey, Dominic.
Yeah.
44 points of slashing damage.
Oh my god. Yeah, there's no point. As you claw through, shrieking into the distance, you hear that whisper.
I'll reach out for the other one.
Swing. You don't have to move.
19 to hit.
That hits. Roll damage.
Ooh, that's good. 31 points.
31 points. Streaking through. This one kind of reels back, looking at you, and just anything.
I like this.
Is this audible to us? Okay.
It sounds like wisps and hushed voices.
Okay.
You're the only one who's making this out.
So it's a language that's audible, we just don't understand it.
Not necessarily. It just sounds like noise.
Can I,
Okay.
in this form, understand the words? Is
Yeah,
it like,
you're hearing these words. Their intent would require an insight check.
oh, can I?
And I'm gonna say you
Okay.
you quicken spell and use
Yeah,
2
yeah.
attacks. You've burnt a bit
Fair
of your
enough.
round already.
Yeah, I'll just step over Nesta, like one claw landing in the snow on the other side, and then
A protective stance.
not really. It doesn't even notice her that she's there.
Sure. Okay.
Oh.
As like the jaws like lean down to bite the shadows.
Okay. Flavoring it in. Coming into. Well, you're dead. You're dead. You're dead.
You're dead, you're dead, you're dead.
You are also dead, 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 dead. You are not, though.
You designed this creature to be really easy to read
Hmm?
the net numbers. It's a static plus 10. It makes it really easy to add.
Oh, yeah.
things.
Wanted to make it
It's
easy.
nice.
Yeah, she's nice.
Hi, Frogman.
Hey, buddy, I'm invisible, in case that matters.
Oh, true. It probably wouldn't see you then. Yeah, it does matter. 5, 10, 15. It's going to attack Wolfgang, who's currently prone. Hoo-doo-doo. That's a 21 to hit. So you take. That is 10 points of necrotic damage. And your strength score is reduced by 4. Professor, you're up.
Okay. I'm gonna bonus action teleport right next to Wolfgang.
Okay.
Wolfgang takes 3 points of fire damage.
Mark 3 points of fire damage, please.
Sure.
And then since he's
Is it
not,
anyone nearby you as well? Well, I
it's
guess you
anyone
can't see
that,
Frogman.
it's anyone I choose within 5 feet.
Within 5
And
feet.
since I can't see him, I'm
yeah,
not
you
going
can't
to
choose
choose
him.
him.
Yeah, that's fair.
And since he's the only target that I see in my possessed state, I'm going to appear and come swinging down with my sword.
You're at advantage since he's prone.
That is a 27 to hit.
27 hits. Go ahead and roll damage.
So 24 points of damage. Question.
Yes.
How smart are these ghosts?
Average intelligence.
Average?
Mm-hmm.
Okay, it's gonna swing again.
They have a 10.
Uh, 22.
Hits. Ghosts suck, man.
22 points of damage.
Alright.
As the professor just black-eyed just
Just digging in. Well, there goes.
I can hit him.
That's permission granted if I've ever heard.
depending on how smart they were, I was gonna commander strike and have the other shadow hit him again for more strike damage.
Gotcha. I understand. Yeah, no, they're not that smart.
Yeah. That's
I think you only have movement left if you want to do anything.
no.
Because you bonus action teleported.
I didn't call it. That's fine.
Yeah, that's fine. You did more than enough in that turn. Frognand, you're up. Wolfgang, you're on deck.
Okay. I will
know.
stand up with half my movement. And there's a ghost by Wolfie.
That one is a shadow. That one is wrapped in darkness currently.
Not the same type of shadow that attacked.
No,
Hi,
that one
second
that
ago.
one had a lot more physicality to it. This one really does embody shadow and smoke.
And this is the first form, knowing that most times when the first form disappears, a second form
ghost
appears
appears
later.
in its place.
Okay,
yes.
cool. Is there an intelligence? How do I get the ghosty out of Dr. Professor?
Okay. I need a history check or an arcana check.
And this will take my action. I don't want to do it.
Well, that was like 40 something that I did.
That's your action.
Okay, I'm not going to do it.
Sometimes we just have to operate with no information.
Yeah, that's fair.
Theory, crafting, and testing is what makes monsters.
That's what I did with
Difficult.
my chill touch. Okay, the one next to the
Oh, I do have to roll something real quick. Okay.
The shadow, I'm going to cast. Man, I got fucking nothing. I didn't do fucking shit. I'm
worried about it.
I'm gonna lightning lure the shade.
Okay. Roll to hit.
That's a strength save on your
Strength
part.
save on my part. From the shade. Okay. That is a 10 minus 2.
Fails. That's going to be 10 points of lightning damage.
As it pulls on him, you notice the damage is not doing as much as you would hope.
Okay, so have that to 5.
And then where did you want to move him?
So it just pulls him close to me.
Okay, I'll say since it can kind of fly, it is
It's
floating like
occupying
right
the same
above.
space, kind of.
Yeah, I would say it's like just above.
Okay.
Kind of moved it at a diagonal.
And then I will, with my bonus action, I'm going to attempt the futile, and I'm going to try to telekinetic shove the professor away.
Okay, please make me a strength saving throw, Professor.
DC 16.
16, 8 plus 8.
Yeah, doesn't move him.
Okay. There's nothing else I can really do. That's my turn.
Hold on, let me see something here real quick.
Wizard's tapped. Wizard's tapped.
It was already a rough day to begin with.
This is the same day that we blew everything on sending.
Yeah.
Rougher than. No.
God damn. Oh my god, that's good. Okay, Wolfgang, you're up.
Wolfgang is going to kind of like push himself off the ground, leaving his shield and hammer on the ground, pull out his axe, and just fucking swing as hard as he can at the professor.
All right, roll to hit.
Fight, fight, fight.
Fight, 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 fight.
16.
Misses.
Second attack.
Oop.
Second attack. 19.
Misses.
Yeah, welcome to what I have to deal with.
You gave him all the items.
Not to the AC.
I
I don't think he has any armor that's a +1.
No, I
He's
just
just
have regular plate.
Yeah, he's just wearing regular plate.
Plate
Which AC are you at? 20?
21.
Plate, he has the defensive fighting style and a shield,
Yeah, shield. Yeah.
which is what everyone else can have.
Brittany's at 22.
Assuming they-
That's my turn.
All right.
I did 5 damage. You did 0. We're a great pair, you and I.
Things are happening for us. The professor kills the entire party.
I
The
mean,
name of this episode.
guys, Nesta's gonna save us. It's okay.
Fucking hope so.
Do you have divine intervention yet?
Not yet.
I'm gonna go
That's a
after you
long ways
first,
off.
Nesta. That's a 21 to hit, misses. Right? You're at a 22.
Yeah, I'm a 22.
Yeah.
Thanks, baby.
Yeah, as the dog appearing out of darkness
Oh, fuck.
goes to bite, you just backhand it with your shield. It kind of
Do I have the push?
Down, boy.
Not
disappear.
today.
But it's not gonna matter because I'm not gonna.
These ones are gonna go after you, Frognan.
Okay.
Ooh, that's terrible. That's only a 10 from the first one.
Suck it.
Just appearing out of nowhere, but you kind of hear it running up, crunching through the snow. You kind of roll off to the side, but the other one appearing will also come after you.
Sorry, I was busy metagaming with
Classic.
I've never met a game
With
where
Wolfie.
What's great about it is I got another 10.
Amazing.
I got 2 5s with advantage.
These are zombies, you said?
These are shadow mastiffs.
Shadow
These are
mastiffs.
the dogs.
Oh,
that
more
keep,
doggies.
They keep appearing and disappearing.
Gotcha.
They both jump in, trying to bite you, and as they kind of roll, they kind of growl and disappear again.
Don't make
Right.
them cute.
And I was gonna say, I know they're mastiffs, but I'm imagining Chaplin just
No! They're monsters.
one with really big long ears comes out. And
Better.
Nesta, you're up.
Shadow Chaplin.
Ring one's on deck. Kylus, you're technically on deck.
Alright, I'm gonna attack with my crystal long sword. But
Going after the ghost.
You don't have any spells either. I was like,
Yeah, she has first and seconds. That's it.
no spirit
Oh.
guardians.
I didn't do that ghost. We already went past it. That's my bad. We'll keep going. It's your turn.
16.
Yeah, that hits. Go ahead and roll damage.
2 hit.
2 hit.
2 hit. And then a 6 damage.
No, roll your D8 as well, because that's a custom item that doesn't include that.
With 6 radiant damage.
So 12 total.
12 total.
Nicely done. As you cut through, it screeches, disappearing.
Nice.
That was the first one, though, yeah?
No, that was a ghost. Yeah,
Okay.
that was a regular ghost. The
Really?
only shadow left is that one. I know they're the same thing. That's for my brain to keep track of what's where.
I get you, boo.
It comes back as a super ghost.
What about the mastiff that attacked me?
There's nothing else around us right now?
That massive ignored the scary thing that is now currently in front of it and went after the thing that's smaller.
Where is the mess? Can I
You
tell
can't
where
see
it
it
was?
currently.
Where was it when it attacked
It
me?
was right next to you here.
Can I have my spiritual weapon just swing in that
Sure.
area?
Roll to hit.
The sword just.
Would that be disadvantage?
Would it be a disadvantage?
It would be, yeah, because it is invisible.
Alright. So, first one. That was a nat 1, so. That's 20. So, 8 to hit.
Yeah.
No,
It's cutting through air. Kind of carves a bit in the snow.
that's okay.
Ringwin is gonna try and do something about this over here. she kind of runs around to the side. I am your assistant, and will stick you. She gets the +2 from franking.
Frank me.
That is a 26 to hit.
Oh, even if I shield, it won't. Yeah.
I rolled really high on that. All right, here we go. That is 12 points of piercing damage.
Okay.
And then 11 points of psychic damage.
Total of 23. The professor's brain has grown so big that he's immune to psychic damage.
Only it worked that way. That'd actually be pretty sweet. If you're like, my intelligence score is this, so it subtracts that from psychic damage.
That would be kind of dope.
You could also make the argument, I think, that you become more vulnerable to psychic damage too, though.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, Zach.
I like this logic. Ringwind's gonna swing again.
Okay.
Second strike. Oh, that was almost really good. Only 16 to hit. Yeah, misses.
My shield.
Yeah. She kind of disengages and will go 10 feet this way. Okay, Kylus, you're up.
Sorry, Prof.
Direct noob.
But turn around and enter the building and reach a claw in and
10, 15, 3, 5, 4. Knocking this over. Busting through.
27.
27 hits. Go ahead and roll damage.
Get wrecked, nerd.
It's the scary thing about ghosts because it's very particular how to get them out of a body.
Mm-hmm.
Otherwise, you just got to beat the body to 0.
39.
39 points of damage.
Ow. That's smarts.
Here's a little sneak peek as to what Gregor's writing.
Yep. 27.
27 hits.
Damn.
Go ahead and roll damage.
Sorry.
You're rolling really high, I'm seeing.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Drop me down to 27. That's my HP right now.
He's still our ally.
If anybody should...
Yeah, but is he even your friend?
I'll revive him.
Not after this. 44 points of slashing damage.
I mean, I was at 6,
Oh,
so
God.
I'm unconscious.
It doesn't bring you above the threshold, so you are just unconscious. As the professor drops to the ground,
Wolfgang drives his head.
appearing in a space right nearby, the ghost climbs out.
Oh god, yeah, for the love of God, somebody heal me!
Oh, wait. That insight check. Fuck, I forgot about that.
Yep. Okay.
I only have a bonus action, so yeah, nothing else I can do.
All right. Moving forward. I kind of wish I could remove things from initiative once they're dead.
Come on, D&D Beyond.
Yeah. Take the feedback.
From us
I know
right
you
now.
fired most of your team, but get on.
Yikes.
Woof. Wolfgang
What up?
Woof, gang.
going after the invisible thing. Hi, Frogman.
Sup, boo?
I'm gonna swing at you.
Swing, swing.
That's a 22 to hit.
Yep, I'll just take it.
Okay.
7.
Hmm?
40, 12,
Ooh.
7. Read that.
That is 12 points of necrotic damage,
Mm-hmm.
and your strength is reduced by 3. Strength score, not modifier. Professor, please make me a death saving throw. Oh no, sorry,
Yeah,
I
I
may.
was gonna say, don't you do that?
Yes, I do. Still, I'm not used to my new rules.
He said roll a nat 20s, it's
I
fine.
could. Okay. Moving on.
Be a professional, analyze that face.
I'm really scared right now.
Okay.
Don't get possessed, nerd.
Especially because our healer is low on spell slots.
I still have some healing.
Oh, she
word.
got a healing word for you.
Okay.
She always got a healing word for you.
This guy don't.
I pumped all my shit into me.
Yeah. I'm gonna attack you again, so.
Frogman, please make me a charisma saving throw.
For you,
Don't-
babe.
Don't get possessed. I don't wanna-
+3.
I don't want to down
Plus
you.
3.
You're my best friend.
No, really?
Canonically, no, but.
Then I'm not gonna tell you what I got.
He fights it off.
Well done.
Which, by the
I expect
way,
nothing less
when
from
you
my
fight
best.
off the possession, you're immune for 24 hours.
Hell yeah.
Oh wait, so I can get possessed again? Fuck!
No, I'm considering it like the possession's over. You're now currently immune.
No, you die, you come back as a shadow, you know?
Yeah, that too.
Maybe. Okay, well, that goes wasted that.
With a sigil.
It's just a random shadow.
Yeah.
Frognan, you're up. Wolfgang, you're on deck.
Yeah. Okay.
You just dodge whatever possession this thing was trying to hold
Mhm.
over your mind, and your mind is just too strong. You fell beholders. A ghost isn't about to take you right now.
Yeah.
What's your excuse, nerd?
Totally. At the same time,
Cut him some slack, man.
Um,
He's your ally.
My charisma's -1.
I'm mad at my ally. He just beat the shit out of me.
Not of his
missed all
own
my
fault.
attacks.
I beat
Paul's
the
like,
shit out
I
of you.
hate him.
I just didn't want him bored over there not doing anything, so I had him roleplay it.
I don't
Yeah.
care. Do I seem like somebody who cares?
Paul
That's fair. That's
holds
fair.
a grudge.
Yeah.
Clearly.
Forever.
And I was like, I know my character best, so I'm gonna do the optimal thing to be a dick.
Exactly.
I will spend my action to bottle feed baby bird over here.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah. Full action, dumping the potion in. It's max healing. You don't have to roll it.
Great.
Is it regular potion?
So yes, that'd be 10 healing for you.
10 points of
You'll
healing.
love to see
You had one failure.
Ugh, hate
I
it.
rolled a 4.
I think I'm starting to be able to read Dominic's death saves.
Brittany was like glaring at me.
I don't know what you're talking about.
And I will bonus
you put the best part in the
action. I'm gonna bonus action telekinetic shove from the direction the most recent hound was to just see if I can feel telekinetically it connect with anything. So that square directly between my mini and you.
Okay.
I'm shoving that square.
Roll me a spell check. Just
Okay.
D20 plus your intelligence.
24.
24. You feel something over here get pushed ever so slightly.
Okay.
Let's see if it actually moves. Natural 1. Yeah, it got shoved.
Okay. Cool.
Yeah, you do feel something connect with that extra grip that you have outside of yourself.
Just sciencing over here.
Sciencing.
I'm not doing damage anymore, so.
Interesting.
Yeah.
What do you think?
Yes,
Okay.
with my wizardly quill.
Exactly. Wolfgang, you're up.
What's around me? Is it that ghost?
There is a shadow here and a ghost over here, and the professor has currently
attack the
woken up.
professor.
Okay, roll to hit.
I'm gonna attack that ghost.
All right. You move over to the
I was
ghost,
like, oh shit.
Am I gonna be? Is that gonna put me in attack of opportunity
Yep.
for the other thing?
or you can go up to the shadow.
I'll attack the shadow. Fuck
Yeah,
it.
go ahead and roll to hit.
Okay.
Plenty.
Plenty.
23.
Yeah, plenty.
Nat 20.
It's like, I'll be the judge of that.
Have I seen this thing be hit? Has this thing been hit yet?
Yeah, it got touched a little bit by something or other.
I touched it.
Touched for the very
First time.
And this is a shade?
Yeah, shadow.
Shadow, whatever.
Not anymore.
not anymore.
Yeah. Low to smite. Fuck you, bitch.
Go ahead and roll damage.
Can't take it out of the professor, so I'm gonna take it out of this.
She's like, oh, don't mind me, I'm just gonna
Sorry.
smite
Woo!
my...
Please divide damage. Like separate damage types
I don't know how.
with your
Brains or
brain.
smite.
I know what this
The bigger numbers of the smite.
How dare you?
Yeah. 8, 8, and
12
8.
radiance.
Wow.
12, don't even calculate. 12 doubled to 24.
Plus 17 more damage.
Yeah.
Vulnerable.
Erupting the shadows out of that space. In its new place, a ghost.
Down on it again.
Roll to
Go
hit.
to sleep.
I'm tired. I've been fucking.
22.
I've been.
22 hits. Go ahead and roll damage.
Another level 2 smite.
Okay.
Pretty sure I have enough spell slots for that.
I really hope you're calculating those. Okay.
4, 5, 6 radiant.
Okay.
13 damage on top of that.
Nicely
6 would
done.
be doubled to 12.
That's just
still alive.
Ooh.
Boo! That is what a ghost would say.
Get out of here.
Bye.
All right, I'm stepping in, guys.
Look at all my inane
about to get
The
nonsense.
wild.
ghosts all take off their clothes.
Story tell us.
Yeah, that's
Story tell us. That's really gross for some reason.
You're welcome.
No.
Feel free to use that.
Yeah, that's it for me.
Okay.
I want to position make sure I'm as close to the rest of the party as possible, so that everyone can benefit.
You
from
are
my-
actually like perfectly in place.
I want everyone to benefit from my aura. Both of my auras, both of them.
Both of them.
What did you get for initiative?
5, I believe.
Shouldn't I have gone?
Yeah, you had a death saving throw. And then,
That's
you were
right,
waking
that's
up
right,
Frogman's
that's
turn.
right,
Yeah.
right.
Like,
Hold on, wait a second. I didn't do a damn thing. That's because I was dick.
I'm alive. Sigil, alive. Nessa, I'm going to try and bite you.
Go ahead and mark off.
Biggity bite.
She got some bites earlier.
Even with advantage, you can't roll terribly well. It's still a 23 to hit, though.
23 hits.
Okay.
Just barely.
Please make me a strength saving throw.
Literally, just barely, actually.
That one.
You take 11 points of piercing damage and you are knocked prone
Ow!
That's not the worst.
as it disappears.
That fight first felt worse than my other one.
Did you add? Is that a saving throw? Did you add +3?
You weren't that close. You
Oh,
are
she's
with
way
the
out there,
majority
sorry.
of the party, so
She's
I wasn't
alone.
lying. This one's gonna go after you, Frogman.
When? What?
That is a 24 to hit.
I'll hit.
All right.
Barely.
That is 9 points of piercing damage. Please make me a strength saving throw.
For you, baby.
Anything.
That's gonna be in his aura an 18.
You succeed. You stay standing.
If I
The glory of the previous smites just emboldened you to stay on your feet.
Yes, and I'm going to scientifically assume that he's heading away from me, and I'm gonna, as soon as I feel it, I'm gonna attack of opportunity swing.
You can't.
I can't?
They bonus action disappear, and you need a target in order to make an attack of opportunity.
You sure?
100%. It's
So-
the only way to get past Sentinel. You have to remove line of sight before you move away.
Okay. Because I thought if you went invisible and tried to retreat,
Attack
you
of
could still try to
opportunity
swing.
is on a target you can see.
Okay.
Invisibility makes it so you cannot see the target.
True bet, baby.
It's why your reaction, I'm going to turn invisible, is really helpful to get away from things.
Nice. I'll take it.
I go
Use that
after
against him later.
Ranguin.
Yeah, I plan to.
Yeah, absolutely. If I have the mechanics, you have the mechanics.
Yeah,
That
baby.
you can see.
I do
Mechanics are
hit Ranguin
Finally.
for... Well, Rogue's gonna rogue. That's 10 points of damage to her. And she makes a strength saving throw and fails and is knocked prone. They go invisible. Invisible. Okay, top of the round. Nesta, you're up. Kylus, you're coming up.
Move up. So,
You stand 15 feet.
mm-hmm.
Oh no, 5 feet, because you're athletic. Your feet.
Excellent. Love that.
Yeah, great. Great.
I'm glad I remembered.
Me too. What's around me? I can't.
Nothing
see
currently.
anything? Nothing.
These shadow masses seem to just appear out of the darkness, bite, try to tear you down. They disappear, and go back into the shadows.
Hate it. Okay. I'm gonna run 5, 10, 15. Can I? That was 20, 25. Excuse me. Excuse me. Sneaking on by.
30 gets you right inside in that little square.
Spirit Guardians.
Should I?
You can't.
You have to
spell
spell
it.
You don't have the levels anymore.
And doesn't
30.
Spirit Guardian hit your allies too?
No.
No,
Not.
It doesn't?
you can specify.
Can I try? Is it too late and stupid to try to turn undead again?
That's why you turn
or-
Shadowheart
You've
into a
used
Beyblade.
both of
Like
your
a
abilities.
Oh yeah, you did.
I mean,
Yeah.
yeah, you just have her activate Spirit Guardians. Just. I love Shadowheart so much.
Yeah,
Huge.
I think
Anything.
Hybrid
I
Drake
think
pushes the
actually
pace that I have.
actually
Someone
can
casts
do
it
that.
on her, and she just has to hold movement.
She just
For
runs
sure.
around the battlefield,
Yeah,
kills
literally,
everything.
yeah.
Swing, so my
Amazing.
spiritual weapon can only move 20 feet.
Yeah. You just go.
If you cast a new one.
Okay.
Now we can
I'm
fight.
gonna cast a new spiritual weapon.
Spiritual weapon.
Yeah.
Here. It's gonna swing.
Swing and swing, swing.
Although no one's spiritual
Swing.
weapon
Swing.
is really as good as Nesta's.
Will
Swing,
be
swing, swing.
Nesta and her murderous spiritual
24 to
weapon.
hit.
Yeah, that hits. Go ahead and roll damage.
There it is.
Her 100% hit rate spiritual weapon.
Yeah, literally.
7 damage.
Spiritual weapons MVP
Near
for this
back.
whole
It has
campaign.
more
This whole
kills than
campaign.
anyone else. clearly.
Yeah.
probably aggregate. Like
And can I reach to swing with my crystal longsword?
Not that one, but if you have a ranged spell, you could cast that off if
I'll
it's
just
like a
cast,
cantrip.
I'll just cast Sacred Flame on it.
Okay.
That's a dex save.
Okay. Dexterity saving throw. Dirty 20.
Yeah, that saves.
19 plus 1.
Nothing. Alright, that's it. That's my turn.
Yeah. As the radiant energy kind of swirls around it, riding up that energy, kind of creates a bit of extra light. And in that brief moment, Frognand, as you're looking about and you're just in science mode right now, you swear you see a little shape of the dog with a bit of light that it offers, but then it disappears.
I'm in.
Ooh, yeah.
You, with your intelligence, you are able to discern the reason these things are disappearing is because it's dark. If you shed a little light on the situation, maybe they couldn't disappear like they normally are.
Light cantrips, guys. Light cantrips.
Okay.
After I
Coming
finish
to
Dorcas.
Rangwin, who will stand back up. Yeah, she wants the +2 on the hit. Gonna attack that one. Ooh, not very good, but still hits. For full damage. Sneak attack included. Damage. Whew! That's 11 points of piercing on that one. And that's 10, 12, 13 additional points of psychic damage. That one's not looking too hot. Second swing coming through. Yeah, still hits. Their ACs are low. That is 10 points. And then she will bonus action disengage 5. Squeezing through here 10, 15, 20. Get a little bit of extra cover.
Skinny.
Yeah, a little bit.
Does her butt let her...
She's skinny
She
and
shapeshifts
gets
the
thick
butt.
at the same time.
Yeah, flattens it and then brings it back out.
She, Mrs. Fantastic, Mrs. Incredible.
Yeah, 100%. Kylus, you're up.
I'm not going to do the insight check,
Okay.
but I'm going to go out on the limb here.
Okay.
I heard the word sovereign before I went into my shadow form, right?
Yes. You heard it when you came out of your teleportation.
Okay. I'm going to transform out of my beast form and become Kylus again. And as the shadows wrap around him, he's going to yell, "Kneel!"
Roll me an intimidation check.
Not great.
No.
No skills.
But he has reliable talent, so.
12.
12. As the command echoes out for him, there's a moment where they do kind of pause for a brief second. Nesta, with your very high insight, there's conflict in their eyes. They don't know if they should listen or not. That is your action.
Okay. Bonus action. Do I have any spells?
I'm actually going to do something real quick. Okay. Oh, another few. Sorry.
You having fun?
I'm having
I
a lot
think
of
you
fun.
just I think you just like the noise that it makes. And
A
you
little
just-
bit. No, because I got 3 hidden dogs on the field and they also are listening.
Yeah, looking at one. Black still in his eyes. Hex rings out.
Do you have to burn a bonus action or an action?
Bonus action.
And coming out of polymorphism
So
to
nothing. Yeah.
Cool.
Just any
Excellent.
concentration.
Yeah, hex him. I know it's not the hex figure. Which one are you going for?
Yeah, that one.
That one? Okay. I know it's just concentration, but...
Yeah, that one.
He works.
Yeah.
Alrighty. Moving on, all the shadows are dead. Professor, you're up. I know it took a second to get to you, but we're here.
Which one possessed me?
He started from
The one that
bottom,
is
now we're
currently
here.
being hexed.
I'm gonna
Not that you can see
stand
the hex.
up and fuck that guy in particular.
Okay. Roll to hit.
I bet you will.
16.
Yes, that hits. Go ahead and roll damage.
Poison and force.
They're immune to poison, but
Just
force
tried it.
and the regular damage can just be added
We got
together.
more questions than answers. That can just
Yeah, 100%. I've already got a concentration.
13 points damage.
13. Dissipates completely.
The killer just take my body, will you?
Your hex
and-
is now free to move.
And I'm going
Yeah.
to turn to the other one behind me and
At the diagonal, go ahead.
that's a 25.
25 hits. Go ahead and roll damage.
Right, and I'm going to make this a distracting attack.
Okay. Disadvantage on anything except you. This one hasn't had that. Oh, you're immune to the possession. Damn it.
8, 9,
I think just about all of you are now. I think except you. I haven't
24
tried you.
points of damage.
24? It's hanging on by wisps.
I lost the beast
As its
Lost
corporeal
my beast
form
form.
seems to almost flicker in and out of this
got
plane of
27
existence.
I naturally
Needs to
aim
take
for
that
the
one.
neck.
Yeah.
It does kind of come off, but kind of floats back down ever so slightly.
You said it's hanging on by a thread?
Ever so slightly, yeah.
Fuck this guy. I'm gonna teleport behind him and do 3 fire damage.
Face stab.
Spotlight's on you. With 2 HP left.
Yes!
Nice gamble. That's good.
I'm gonna cut him and just kind of like stop and like study him for a second and see like the wisps like falling apart, kind of like I've seen like bits and pieces of it go away as these things have been cut down,
Mhm.
and so I'm literally just gonna yeah, it's gonna shine and I'm just gonna wrap in flames and appear behind it and the flames just evaporate it.
In that moment, not only do you recognize its current state of being, you also notice it's very distracted with Kairos. And is not paying attention to you. The flames wrapping around this individual. It falls in death. Success.
That was awful.
Is it?
As the heat begins to dissipate from you. No more shadow mastiffs coming after you right now.
Dogs are gone. We should probably light.
As you're looking
just in
around,
case.
certain shadows are starting to fleck away now. The ghosts have risen up into the sky and then
Wolfgang
erupted
casts
off
light
in
on
different
his axe.
directions. Some of them even shriek as they depart.
Grab a torch, put it in our fire, and
Where was that idea? Fucking 5 minutes ago.
Right. Oh yeah, light would have been great.
Aye.
Ringwing kind of peeks around the corner. What the fuck was that?
Nothing good.
Wolfgang,
Yeah.
I'm sorry. I'm so sorry.
You were fully present of that event.
Are there other people around? Is it just us right now?
Other people's fights are starting to end. Some people did die in some of this fight as well.
Sure.
You get 9
Um,
points of healing. I'll just cast healing word.
Bartolomeo kind of comes out of his tent, a bit bloodied and scarred up on his chest. He was not wearing his armor.
weird.
It's kind of
Oh, crazy.
Weird seeing you here.
is starting to wander about and gather up men.
Oh my gosh. As he wanders by, I'll give him a little healing word too, but quietly. 9.
As you do, he kind of places his hand over yours and kind of pauses and nods.
Do we all
As
see that?
some of his wounds
I'm
stitch
being
up.
subtle about it.
Do you have
Healing-
subtle spell?
He was
Healing
not.
word can be
He
done
was
at a,
not being very subtle.
Well,
about
healing
it.
word can be done at a distance. It doesn't have to be
If it's
touch.
healing word, yeah, you don't have
That's
to
what she
touch.
said. She said
She did
healing
do
word.
Oh, sorry. I thought it was like
Yeah.
like
But that
healing
is
word.
an intentional verbal component.
It is. Yeah, you do
I
say
was,
something to
I
someone.
was just healing him, though,
I
so like
mean-
I could be healing anyone.
She's a healer. That's her thing.
Yeah.
Wolfgang kind of looks at you, at
We'll
the
take it.
professor, and is like, "It's fine. Don't. I understand what was happening."
It's,
I don't get it. What's going on?
Possession.
Yeah.
yes. And
Yeah, sorry about that. Slapping around a wee bit.
it got me out of it, but these shadows have an affinity towards you, and you have an affinity towards shadows.
Yeah, you yelled kneel at them all. What was that about?
I just have a commanding presence, you know?
Yeah, I
Of
get it.
shadows.
I mean, I almost did the same.
Figured being from the Shadowfell, why not give it a try?
Yeah. I would follow you.
Yeah, that does make some level of sense.
It does make some level of sense, but my concern is that the inverse could be true.
Ooh, that is a good point.
I'm not saying that, Kailas, I'm not saying that you are out to work with these things, but I'm saying that if you can influence these shadows, I worry that something that controls these shadows could potentially influence you.
But on the offhand that I could control them, it would be pretty sweet, right? Like
Can you?
that could. Well, I don't know. That was my first kind of swing and a miss at it.
It
Kind
didn't
of
seem
kind
to
of a
not to work.
miss.
Yes, but I think in the grand scheme of things, these weren't the creme de la creme of Gregor's forces. Which
Even if I got a few of them, I mean, that could help.
it could.
I mean, I agree.
I'm going to bed. This is.
My concern is that I believe there is a new sigil in play.
At that, Wolfgang kind of stops and turns. The fuck do you mean by that?
This, when this happened, when this happened, Vesta and I, our sigils burned. It doesn't make any sense that Zeke would be using something.
Why?
It's just too convenient that this happened at the same time.
I mean, coincidences do occur. It is not.
Your
Again?
sigils begin to burn again.
At that, Wolfgang's like, "Oh fuck," acts out like, "Okay."
Okay, here's what I'll say. Once we get a good night's sleep, I will message my father, see what he knows. I can finally have messages back and we can talk to people. It's been a fucking day.
Yes, I agree.
Quite a fucking day.
So,
You don't know shit.
so let's see. We have Zeke. We know that Nalana's captured or dead.
I mean,
There's still one sigil that's not accounted
let's
for.
be honest. Nilana is dead, and if she's not, she is as good as dead.
Right, the dead are being used by Victor.
It is a shame, but there's little to nothing we can do at this point.
And there's the problem is that there's still one sigil accounted for. Who knows if that's just whoever that is using whatever it is.
And you think it's Gregor?
I think thinking about this right now is fruitless.
There's
I agree.
there's a
I'm feeling
possibility.
quite weak.
saying it's a possibility.
Yes.
The fact that this happened and then this attack concurrently happened after that.
It is quite coincidental, but it could be nothing more.
We think next steps in the morning, and we can try and figure something out with this secret sigil.
Okay, this time I am going to bed. Frogman, let's go.
Yeah, I'll be right there.
Walks back to where he is, like, just slumps down.
You're just expecting me to come snuggle you. I love that
Very
so
clearly.
much.
Bartolomeo has gathered a number
I
of the
adore
ringing
that.
spears, and they're starting to do perimeter walks.
Callus puts his hands in his pockets and...
Wait!
Oh. Yes, Mr. Nunn?
Can I come with you?
It's quite cold where I'm going. You be alright?
Probably.
Alright then.
Really?
Let's go.
Okay.
Put my hand on his shoulder and...
Alright. Is everyone going to rest?
Yes.
No.
Oh no!
Why did you agree to that?
No.
Oh, what you up to, bud?
So where did we just go?
We're on top of the tower.
Yeah.
Fuck, you weren't lying! You can send me back after we're done with this, right?
Not quite.
Climb down
Fresh
all those
out-
steps.
Fresh out of spells, I'm afraid.
That's
well,
okay.
well, if it
But
isn't the
you're-
consequences to our actions.
You're a resourceful wee lad. I'm
Yeah,
sure you
yeah.
can figure it out.
But I definitely do want to snuggle Wolfie tonight. Like,
I'm not going to stop you.
okay.
Reaching into those arm hairs, I'm sure that it'll be nice.
Right. It's honestly like I can't sleep without it. It's weird.
It's like a weighted blanket.
I hate it.
It really is weird, but
It's almost like it's like a heated hot spring.
Anyway,
Can we finish
Moving
this
on.
day? Can we finish it?
Mr.
We're so
Nan,
close.
you obviously had an intention coming up here with me.
I just want to say that I don't know what's going on. There's something weird with your beastie form. But what you have, I want.
What do you mean by that?
It seems like everything in this world is treading in this balance between life and death. And you ride that balance so well. And weaponize it not only as a force for yourself, but as a force for those that you love. And, I mean, I hope this isn't too forward, but you're not only my best friend, but I kind of look to you as my mentor. And I think what you are, I want to be. So, I don't know. It's been a long night. We don't have to have a whole long conversation about it because I do want you to send me back in a second. But I just want to say that you seem to be looking for people that respect you or validate something or whatever. I don't know. I'm not here to pry. But whatever you have to share, I'm here to share right back.
Mr. Nand, why do you appreciate you reaching out like this? But I want to assure you, you don't want to be like me. There are far better examples in this party. People to follow and people to idolize, but what I want will hurt you.
I believe you.
And your family. I just want to be clear. But if you want to go down this road with me, I'll take you. But I want to know what you're getting into.
I wish I could see what you meant. Because from what I see, Wolfgang, Professor, Nesta. I'm still trying to read Rangwin. She's been a little confusing lately.
Aren't we all?
Yeah, but the other three, they seem to have a very steady head on their shoulders. They seem to have, and I don't mean any slight to them, but the privilege of seeing the world in black and white. And one thing I think that ties you and me together, is that we see that nothing is black and white. There's always a shade of gray. In your intention, your heart, your soul guides the morality of your actions. I see you dabbling in the darkness, and I think the path through the light must take us through there. I don't know what you mean about hurting my family, and you know that's something that I will change with every fiber of my being. But any chance to change the world and those we love for the better goes through that which others have perceived as dark.
Kailos drops his accent. Well then, Frogman and Dirtfist, what is it that you want, that you wish for? Above all else in this world and all the worlds around it.
Frogman sits and needs time to think about his answer. I'll sit for a while and I'll say, I wish to break the confines of this world. I wish to reinvent the status quo to one that serves all people, that have the heart to fight for those they love.
And where do the gods factor into this for you?
The gods didn't exist to me until 2 months ago. I have no dedication to the gods, and yet their power is such that I see opportunity.
Then I think it's time for you to find out exactly who Kailos Nocturne is. Swear yourself to me.
I'll follow you into the darkness.
No.
To the darkness we go. He shakes his hand. And I give him a long description of who Kylus is.
You guys can check that out
Mm-hmm.
off screen.
Off screen. That's some cop out bullshit if I've ever heard it. Boo!
And as rest begins to find you all, as if summoned by the deal made this evening, Frognand, you find yourself on a mountaintop. A flattened expanse before you, though it does eventually curve upwards towards more stone. Not worked, natural, cutting off a bit of the sky for you. Dark stars shining up above. And floating just above. New garb, new attire, but that same singular eye. And the regular eyes, and the tendrils that form a Victor's new assimilated beholder form.
I felt a darkness in you, pulling me to you once again. I think it's the body I've taken that wanted me to reach to you.
Two images, two people flash behind you. Arms pinned to the mountainside, hanging down. To the left, you see a young woman, brown hair, fallen, blood streaking down. Where a sigil would normally be located, instead it is carved into her. To your right, an elderly human man with a rainbow tattoo marked across, pinned, where a sigil would normally be located, carved out of him. And sewn into the chest of someone who stands right below. Shirtless, flaming sword, and a ram shield, is Glenn.
He took the sigils and put them on the Glenn.
They're sewn onto his chest. And he has a dazed look in his eye. The mountain begins to open.
Tell your new wardens I have what I need. We will see you soon.
I need you to make me a wisdom saving throw, as this nightmare will haunt you for the rest of this evening.
Oh, he's guessing.
Did you get advantage from our deal?
No. It just was poetic justice.
Good timing.
8.
He doesn't get the benefits of the long rest. He doesn't get his spells back.
You take 16 points of psychic damage, which you will wake up with, and you do not take this upcoming long rest, which means you gain a point of exhaustion, and you do not regain your spell slots. As you do not get a long rest this evening.
It's okay, guys. I have a single first level spell and 3 hit points I'll head into the next day with. We're good, guys.
I got you. Don't worry.
As rest begins to fade from you all and you wake up in the morning, that is where we are going to end tonight's session. The stakes climb higher and higher as if to a mountaintop. And the true enemy has yet to reveal his face, though he seemed to send some messages this evening. But what seems to reside in Kylus? Well, we will find out next
Someone's
time.
about to find out.
A heavy evening, but the day is over. And those of you who do not suffer from nightmares this evening will be waking up the next day with the benefits of a long rest. You can click your long rest button.
Yay.
We'll roll something afterwards. Everyone gets their long rest, but there is a chance that you might wake up with a point of exhaustion. We will do that later. It's getting a little late, and I want to bring things to a close. So, without
enough.
further ado, thank you all so very much for joining us. The kitten gloves are off, man. I'm throwing haymakers now.
I literally was like, if I roll below a 10, I'm gonna start pulling frog. Then I rolled a 5.
Oh my god.
Things are getting intense, but man, doesn't that make the story that much more worth it? Well, we will see how this continues forward. As always, thank you all so very much for joining us. We will see you all next time. Good night.
Bye.
Yup.
Bye.